Oh shoot. Let me make sure my car window is closed.
Testing, testing. Let's see.
Let me make sure my car window is closed.
No, I can hear the car driving by your window just now. I can always hear the car
What's
window.
up? Happy Sunday, man.
You're on time for once. What's going on? Did you set an alarm clock?
I'm good, man. I actually did, sir.
Oh,
nah, I'm just kidding.
You probably did. Probably set a Game Pass alarm clock.
I don't do those things anymore, sir.
We don't know. We don't know what you do. We know that you need to cut those dreads off because we got to go over some state of play predictions. I'm definitely seeing some signs that we may have a state of play. I don't feel like we absolutely need one. They could have scattered, they could have those scattered videos that get information out just fine. We kind of actually seen such things with the HELLDIVERS, that these scattered videos were kind of like popping off. Now I feel like the presence of a state of play could command a lot of attention, and you could definitely get everybody in one place and pay attention to what's coming out and what it is, and when all of that info. So I feel like when you look at it from that perspective, I definitely say we should get a state of play.
Yeah, I hope we do, and I could definitely see it happening. Especially like that would be a great time. A little more.
Are you breaking up or is it me? Might be him. Testing. It's you. Uh-oh. You're turning into an Xbot over there. Okay, okay. Haircut looking good. Just got a nice fucking fresh cut. It's fucking weird, man. I found a barber shop right around the corner that's been there for 9 fucking years, and I never even knew it was there. I'm mad at myself, man. I Googled, barbershops near me because my barber's in Texas. So I was like, is there one near me that I don't have to travel that far? I found one. Ice Queen has became a member or posted a notification. She's been a member for 36 months. Well, let's get started with the shout out so we can break into today's stream. Yeah, she's been a member for 36 months. Let's get started. First, and I'm gonna be coughing a lot, but I'm not sick. But I just got a little cough because of the weather, or whatever. But I'm definitely not sick. I don't feel sick right now. It's just that fucking cold air, man. I'm gonna implore you guys, if you live over here in the East Coast, Northeast, or even like in the West Coast over there in California where it's snowing, like put on a hat and scarf. I never really understood how important a fucking scarf was until the other day. I was like, yeah, damn, I wish I had a fucking scarf. Yeah, put on a fucking scarf. Okay, Quan Emerson is the first person in the shoutouts for the memberships of this channel. We have 55 members, by the way. So we got Quan Emerson, we got Dadley Pierre, we got Glock, or Glockenspiel, Glockenspiel. I'm gonna just call you Glock. We got Juice. Sorry for the coughing. Neil Agosto, Fishy Queefs, funny ass name. Gregory, Seattle Chef, Quest 444, Outlaw 2120, Henry Heck, Gamer Goon 53, Iman Rich the Swag Lord, Ice Queen Gaming, Dante, Demonte, wait up, Dynamite. Why am I saying Demonte? Dynamite J. Sorry. Donald Milton, Xen, Rena Lanford, Uncompetitive, True Witty, DeJohn Thompson, J-Row 49, Arnold First Account. We have Briarios, Nelson Gaming, Zavari Rare, DJ D, Mike Johnson, Dez, Lost Vein 105, BMO Kelful, Caution, DJ Clark, No Name, Arnold Second Account, Renal Blakely, All Day is Good, Sub 24, Dan S, D True 49, Shadow Master, Sicknick Mondo 16, Rebel Rick Gaming, Lorenzo Carlson, OC Gaming, No Cap Podcast, Viper Reaps Corner, Always Mad Gaming, Cedric, VR God V, MG Warrior, Cyber Dragon, Enzo, and of course Caleb Kaiser and Frostbite Slash. Those are our 55 members. Big shout out to everybody from bronze rank all the way to platinum rank. I believe we still have about 5 to 6 people that have platinum rank that have been members of the channel for 36 months or higher. And if I'm not mistaken, Ice Queen is now a platinum rank member. So I want to go give another big shout out to the platinum rank members. We got Gamer Goon, a member for a total time of 39 months. Ice Queen Gaming, a member for a total time of 36 months. True Witty, a member for a total time of 43 months. Then we have Rebel Rick Gaming. He's been a member for a total time of 37 months. We have Enzo, he's been a member for a total time of 43 months. And Caleb Kaiser and Frostbite both joined at the same time, same day. And they've been a member for a total time of 44 months each. Big shout out to the Platinum Rank members. You see them, you will see that sticker by their name. Have a PlayStation Platinum trophy by their name. Fucking cool ass. Shit. Thank you for the people that have became a member. And whether you're off or on, you know, your time accumulates. Thank you for, you know, coming back. You know. Let's get started with the preview of the super chats over the last few streams. First, we have Always Mad Gaming. Then we have Viper Reap's Corner, Frostbite Slash, JRO49, and that's it. So again, from the bottom to the top, JRO49, Frostbite Slash, Viper Reap's Corner, and Always Mad Gaming. Thank you guys for the super chats over the last couple streams. And I'm going to go over to the chat and give a shout out to the people in the chat, and we can get started after this. Alexander Clifton says, good afternoon, Jay. Briarios is in the chat. Briarios and Alexander Clifton are both mods, by the way. Briarios is also a member. Dadley Pierre is a mod and a member as well. We have Quest444. He is a member. I think this is the day that he becomes a mod. We got Briarios. He's a mod and a member as well. JRO49 is a mod and a member. We have Henry Heck. He is a mod and a member. Jim Crying is a mod here. Dez is also a mod and a member. And then we have Harlem PS Gamer. He is a mod. I don't remember giving a shout out to Dez. I don't know. I know you remember, but I don't understand that one. Sorry. Ice Queen Gaming is in the chat. She's a mod and a member. Muhammad Omar is here. Thank you for joining into the stream. Quamvo is back with us. He's also a mod. Mary Wilcox is also a mod on this channel. Agosta is a mod on this channel as well. We got Gregory. He's a mod and a member. Just going down real quick. Okay, I think we're all good. As you guys know, this is the Sunday show. This is when we cover the past week's events as well as some new developments. We're going to cover some stuff. I didn't write out the topics. There are 3 things we're going to cover, and then there's some micro things that we're going to cover. First of all, and I had this little talk with an Xbox fan that attempted to troll me, and I have to say I have matured a lot, and a lot of the pettiness on the lower bottom bathroom floor of the console war just doesn't bother me anymore. You know, I don't mean to be cocky or anything. It's just the bathroom floor insults, the pissy public bathroom floor insults from the Xbox fans. It's just, it means absolutely nothing to me. It just doesn't. I know how bad it is over there. I have an Xbox. I know how boring and bland and a lack of identity their games have over there. They are of no threat to a PlayStation gamer, whether you have an Xbox or a PC in your house or you only have a PlayStation 5. You know, they're not on our level. They're never going to be on our level. So I wanted to talk about some things. And obviously we're going to do visual aid like I always do for you guys. I want you guys to be on the same page as me. Somebody sent me something. Adam Moore left. Somatic added Adam Moore back. Okay. Adam left the PlayStation Legion. I thought Adam already left the PlayStation Legion. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm over on the PSN and I'm looking over here and I just saw a notification he left our PlayStation Legion private chat on the PSN. I thought he already left. With that being said, I gotta go find out where the Steam, what's it called? The Steam charts. Sorry, man, I'm coughing like a motherfucker. I'm not even sick. I'm just coughing, man. I don't know what the fuck that's all about. I'm trying to figure out which one of these people I sent the Steam chart link to. I thought it was Afro, but I think I sent Amazon's link to Afro. No, it wasn't Shaolin, man. It wasn't Games for Eternity either. So basically I wanted to go to the Steam charts, right? So that I could go take a look at this PALWORLD. The interesting developments for PALWORLD, it's blowing up. PALWORLD is very popular for obvious reasons. Pokemon is fucking popular. And for the first that's not right. Not for the first time you can play Pokemon on PC, but you have something. And again, I have to say, as goofy as the PC fans are with their mods and the weird things that they like or don't like, they kind of understood the assignment of what to do and what not to do when it comes to support. So that's what happens. They knew exactly what to do. I'm trying to figure out where I put this fucking link. Oh my god, I can't fucking find the link. Maybe I send it over to PSLOG. No, this is Somatic. It's not PSLOG. There's PSLOG. Okay. So, yeah, long story short, there it is. I found it. It was over on PSLOG. I'm going to put it up soon. So, when it comes to a game like PALWORLD, it's blowing up. And I'm going to go put up the screen real quick. It's blowing up because association, whether good or bad, with Pokemon. No, it's not the same developer. No, Nintendo doesn't own it. But there are similarities with Pokemon. And that is a good thing for the people that are buying the game that wanted a Pokemon type, another Pokemon game type on PC. I also have to say that it's not like the first one. There's been like Temtem, Nexomon. There's been a lot of different Pokemon types on PC. And as many of them that have came over to PlayStation, I've picked them up. I've got Temtem. I have both of the Nexomon games. You guys know my roots are Nintendo, and I spent a good amount of time with Pokemon as a kid and teen. So I do like those types every now and then. Well, I like to support those types. So I'm over here on PALWORLD, and I'm just gonna go check what's going on with PALWORLD. So right now, PALWORLD is got numbers so big it can't even fit in the fucking screen. That shit is crazy. You know, that's crazy. Right now, there are 940. Wait, how do you say that? 945,800. Whoa. No. What? 945, 8,151. God damn. No, that's not it. That's like a million. That's almost like a million. Damn, that's a lot. Just know that's a fucking lot. It's bunched together, so I can't really fucking see. God, that's high. Oh, that was a million. Okay, I was reading it right. Okay, yeah, that's 945,815,000, and then the 24-hour peak was 1,284,221, and that's where it topped off. It topped off at that for the 24-hour peak, and that is the all-time peak as well. I don't know if it'll go any higher than that. I think by Monday, more articles are going to be made about PALWORLD. The developer is struggling to keep the servers up. They didn't think that the game would be this popular. I want to tell you one of the reasons why this game is selling so high, right? I'm going to see if I can bring it up. I might not be able to bring it up, and if I can't bring it up, it's perfectly fine. But I will tell you, and it'll be really up to you if you want to believe me or not. PALWORLD is an early access title, and you can get it for $26.99. So luckily, they allowed me to go straight to Steam. This is kind of why I wish PlayStation had a dedicated internet browser, even though they have one. It's just kind of secretive how you try to access it. But I've been doing very well with it. So this is PALWORLD, right? They confirmed that it's early access. I just want to go up here and put this message out clear for a lot of people. There we go. So the developer confirmed it's early access, and I want to read this off. They say, get instant access and start playing. Get involved with this game as it develops. Note, this early access game is not complete and may or may not change further. If you are not excited to play this game in its current state, then you should wait to see if the game progresses further in development. And this is what the developer said. And I want to read this off too. It's a lot, but I'm going to read it off. Why early access? We believe that to create an exciting and completely new game, it is very important to keep fine-tuning it based on the feedback from the players. PALWORLD is a monster-catching survival and crafting game, but incorporates a variety of mechanics from other genres in order to provide a completely new experience for everyone. In order to collect feedback on these elements and grow the game into one that everyone enjoys, we believe that feedback from everyone in the community is necessary. Therefore, we decided to release PALWORLD into early access. Please lend us your support so that we can make PALWORLD the best it can be. Wanted to read this off. Approximately how long will this game be in early access? We plan to improve the quality of this game by making various improvements throughout early access for at least 1 year. During early access, we will update the game based on the roadmap, actively adding content and improving the game system. Now, this is what really is crazy. Everybody doesn't like early access titles, except for PC. It's a staple over there. There are tons of early access titles. That's not what we're talking about. What we're about to talk about is what they just said. This is essentially a games as a service. Why do you think every developer wants to make a games as a service? When little games like this pop off, they all get those cartoon money signs in their eyes, and they're like, hey, let's do a games as a service. Look at how popular that's doing. Again, if you didn't miss the reading, I want to go back all the way down here so you understand why the game is popping off. You can buy the game for $26.99. I just want to be 100% transparent with you guys. First of all, that is cheap. Okay? I'm going to tell you how cheap it is. I ordered some food yesterday, Chinese food, And the Chinese food I ordered, and I want to get the receipt real quick. The Chinese food I ordered. Let me see what the price was. View receipt. $33.14. So I got one French fry, one Philly egg rolls. Well, it came 3 in a pack with homemade spicy mayo dipping. Didn't use that. One sweet and sour chicken or shrimps. I got sweet and sour chicken. And then it also came with the shrimp fried rice. And that was $33.14 from, I believe this was Grubhub, right? Yeah, that was Grubhub. So my food cost more than this game. And even if this game was at full price, it would cost $3 more than this game. And even if you would have looked at tax, if they take tax out on Steam, I believe my food would have cost more than this game with tax. It is selling high because this is what PC fans love. They're going to invest their money into their PCs, and they're not going to really want to buy software. Piracy is very high over there because they have the option. It is much simpler to pirate on PC than it is on consoles. Most console gamers wouldn't know the first thing about piracy. That's why we're just going to buy our games. Over there, it's different. So when you get a game, and most PC fans may have backgrounds like me where they started with Nintendo, or they like Nintendo, or they had a Nintendo Switch as a secondary console, which a lot of them did. And when the Steam Deck came over, they got rid of their Switch and they downloaded Nintendo emulators and they started playing Nintendo games on their fucking Steam Deck. So when they see a Nintendo game and they see an opportunity to do something together, they did it. They looked at that price. They all had the same idea. We're going to do something together. We're going to make this game popular. We're going to send a message. I don't believe it's the message that they want to send. First of all, continue to make games as a service, because that's what this is. Put out a game that's not finished and promise that you will finish it over a year or more, and then re-release it for a new higher price. This is not what most of us want. But that is what they're sending to the industry, not the community. The industry is getting that message. Now, again, $26.99 is what you're paying. It's currently 10% off. Now, this is the hottest game, and they have it 10% off on PC for Steam, right? I'm just going to talk about Steam. Okay, of course it's going to fucking sell. It costs less than my fucking food yesterday. It costs less than my fucking food. Like on some real shit. It costs less than my food. So what do we do with this? There are more messages in this. Did somebody say something?
Yeah, True Witty, what did you say?
Yeah, True Witty, what do you say?
Just say shit.
Okay, I believe you. So yeah, long story short, I feel like if you don't like games as a service, but you're supporting this game and you're making it a historic game with, just the amount of support it's getting in a few days, how many copies it's selling in just a few days on PC alone. I mean, I think it's a good thing. You're sending one message to Nintendo saying, hey, if you put your games over here, we might buy it. But then in another case, most of their most popular or highest sold games were very cheap, or it was up their alley, right? They really like Baldur's Gate. That was $70. But they really like PUBG. PUBG, I believe, released over there for $30, right? And I think Valheim, it released on PC for $30. If I'm wrong, somebody in the chat can correct me. So Valheim and PUBG I know to be super popular when they launched on PC and made waves and sold a lot of copies in a quick amount of time and had a huge amount of people online at one time, concurrent users. PALWORLD is doing the same thing, and it's around the $30 price point. I mean, it's 10% off. I don't even think the dev thought that they were going to just like blow up like this. They're having trouble keeping the servers up. I'm saying all of this, that it's not a bad thing that this Pokemon type game is blowing up and popular. It's the message it's sending to the rest of the industry that the industry produces games for us and then we reject. We don't like games as a service, but not us, because PlayStation fans are not in on this. This game is not available on PlayStation. This game is popular. The industry had about 2-3 days to like soak this in. Jeff Keighley, of all people, is congratulating this developer and giving multiple updates almost every fucking 5-6 hours of how good it's selling. People in the industry looking at Jeff Keighley's Twitter post about how good this games as a service that's not completed is doing. I mean, there are lots of Souls games coming out. We got a new Souls game called AI something that we're going to take a look at. It's a Souls type. It looks like an anime type game, but it's a Souls type. Why do you think we're getting so many Souls type games over the last 4 or 5 years, maybe longer? Because it was popular. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if other people make some more monster catching Pokemon type games.
So
Or they just like say, hey, you supported this game, it wasn't finished. We're going to continue to pump out unfinished games and we're going to dictate what price we want for it. And we're just going to shoot some blanks in the dark and throw the dice and hope that it just fucking does good. Sam, what were you saying about your cat?
Can we do a quick patch for HELLDIVERS to make them look like Pokemon?
Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? True Witty. Hey, can you guys hear me? Look like True Witty and them, they're talking, but I can't fucking hear them right now. I'm gonna back out. Hello?
Jay's woke.
Oh, I don't know. Something happened with my mic. I think it was Game Pass related. There's some other elements of PALWORLD. We pushed PALWORLD up to pass Indiana Jones versus Uncharted and the state of play topic I want to talk about. But what are y'all thoughts on this PALWORLD?
I think it's a day one.
I played it, and I'm not like the biggest fan of that type of survival. Sorry, Viper Reaps. I missed that super chat with my rant. Viper Reaps Corner with the $4.99 super chat. This PALWORLD shit is the reason why Sony wants to start. Comments are going in. Want to start 1 million live service games. Yeah. This, I mean, that's exactly. Well, I didn't even read your comment, and this is exactly what I was just ranting about. Like, you know, I'm not saying don't congratulate their success, but I think that the PC fans' motives for this is a little different. We got, on one hand, we got a lot of people that love Nintendo and love anything Pokemon, and they're supporting it, and it's a lot of people like that. On the other hand, we got streamers that want to take advantage of the popular wave right now. And then they're going to get more people to buy this game by it being popular and them helping making it even popular. But what about the developers? What about these game companies? You think they're not paying attention to this type of shit? You think they're not paying attention to this type of shit? Like, first, like the popular, like the game selling good is not because it's popular. The game selling good is because of the price. But nobody is talking about the price when they're talking about how good it's selling. And I corrected an Xbox fan, and you guys are going to love this part. I corrected an Xbox fan, and I don't know if I've gotten a reply back. I wish I would. I said, isn't Xbox the home of Halo, Gears, Doom, and Gears in what was it? What's the other game? Halo, Gears, Doom, and Call of Duty. And he didn't reply, and I'm still waiting for a reply, and it's because he was bragging about this game. Every Xbox fan on Twitter that's bragging about this game, they're using the sales report for PC, but they're not. There's no data for Xbox and what it did on Xbox. So I find all of this very just confusing, that the PC fans have their own motives, and the people that play on PC that like Pokemon, they're gonna buy this, and then the content creators are seeing money signs with the amount of money they can generate off of content for this, and I'm like, they don't understand what they're doing. I came across something on Twitter today that didn't look good for, again, the future of games as a service. If you don't want more games as a service, I'm sorry to tell you, but what I just saw today, we're going to get more of it, and it's going to get bad. People are hyping up Suicide Squad blindly. They don't even care how bad it looks. They don't care how they have a Suicide store, and they're going to be selling you skins of characters you don't even give a fuck about, or how they're gonna kind of like downgrade the Harley Quinn skins from the old Arkham games. Instead of her cleavage being out, she's gonna have a shirt covering her whole chest area. It's about to get really fucking crazy. The thing is, they're going to control what comes out, And I don't know if we're all comfortable with that. That I would classify them as sheep or casual sheep gamers that follow trends or follow other content creators that are popular or making a game look exciting, will go and buy this game, and in turn send a message to the rest of the game industry that this is what we like. There was a time where a lot of developers were making first-person shooters during the Xbox 360 and the PS3 generation. And that was all because Call of Duty was becoming very popular. All of those shooters games flopped. And over time, people didn't even like Battlefield anymore or Medal of Honor. So Call of Duty remained the constant, kind of like Fortnite. There were a lot of Fortnite type of games as a service. Ones where you fly down on a big open world map and it's a battle royale slugfest. All of them flopped. Now, Fortnite is the only type of its game that's very, very popular. Now, we now have these other new generation, I don't know what to call it, hybrid games as a service titles that are games as a service or just normal games, but added with games as a service elements sprinkled on. And again, I don't think anybody likes those. I've from the majority of people I know, they do not like Suicide Squad. They're rejecting it, and it's not just because it looks bad or anything. It's also because they don't want that, and they know if we support that, we're gonna get more of that. But I think it's already too late. I think enough people are already planning on supporting this that's going to send a message to the industry that we don't want to send to the industry right now. PALWORLD's not helping. HELLDIVERS is a continuation of what it was in the beginning. It's very wild. It's very wild. Chat, what are y'all thoughts? Chat, do you guys have thoughts? Panel? Catman? Cat Lover 96? Can you guys hear me?
Yo.
Oh, okay.
What was the question?
What's your thoughts on PALWORLD being a games as a service that is not completed being so popular? Do you believe it's sending the wrong message to the industry about what type of games we like? And I want everybody to know PALWORLD's all the success is on PC. Like, if any Xbox fan is running around the internet and trying to brag about this, you can shut them down by saying this is all on PC. You know that this is not on fucking consoles.
Nah, see, I'm real quick. I've seen somebody on Twitter already like trying to damage control or justify like Microsoft's fucking direction, right? They were saying, PlayStation titles don't be on the top Steam charts, right? But the thing is, well, okay, sure, that's not really a blow though to PlayStation at all, right? Because Steam PC gamers, they don't play the type of games that PlayStation put out. You know what I'm saying? So your point is kind of moot, bro.
And I've pointed that out time and time again on Twitter, and as soon as I bring that up to the Xbox fans, they're quiet. They haven't blocked me, but they're not replying anymore. And it's because I'm not like those other dudes. I'm not gonna get bent out of shape because you're hyping up the Xbox version. We're all adults here. We're all smart enough to know this game is popular because the PC fans made it popular, and the fact that it's so cheap on PC. It's $26.99 fucking cents.
And we know
my haircut costs more than that just today with the shape up in my beard and everything. So nah, bro. Fuck.
Let PlayStation make a first party like survival based type game, bro, with other types of elements in it.
I thought we were all adults.
Eat that shit up.
You said what?
I said PC would eat that shit up, bro. Steam.
If they made like a Pokemon type game.
Well, it ain't even.
You know what game that I don't know who made it though, but it was a game called Jade Cocoon. I think it was Jade Cocoon 2 that I remember playing.
That was Microsoft. Yeah, I think they published that.
No, Jade Cocoon 2.
Oh,
Jade.
No, I'm thinking about
not
Jade
Cocoon.
Empire. I'm thinking about
Jade Cocoon 2. You about to take L's. I'm trying to save you, bro.
I'm thinking about Jade Empire.
That's Jade Empire. I said Jade Cocoon 2. It's a lost game. Hold on. Let me go see if I can go get that. There it is. Yeah, keep talking. I'm gonna put it up. It was on PS2. I remember playing this. It was one of those games that when I told y'all I traded in the Xbox 360 and I was just buying up fucking PS2 games, JRPGs and shit. This was one of those. It was like a Pokemon capturing game. Hold on. Trying to get some gameplay real quick. Let me just I'll put this up so y'all know. I don't know who made it though, but I know the first one I think was on PlayStation 1 and then the second one was on PS2, and I really liked the second one. But then ain't nobody mess with it anymore.
I was saying like if PlayStation made a game like say Valheim, that PC game,
and it was that if it was that price. That's the thing. Yeah. $50 is too much for PC fans. I've hung around the ground level of PC fans and know what the ground level of PC fans think. They believe $50 is too much for a re-release game on their platform. They do not believe they should be paying $50 for any PlayStation game. I don't know what their price point is, but $50 is not one of them. I think they wanted around $20 to $30. I think $20 to $30 is their point of entry for games. That's why a lot of the early access titles, PUBG, Valheim, PALWORLD, They were early access. They got introduced to them around the around the $30 price point, and they blew up because that was cheap enough for them. I don't think PlayStation gonna be releasing $30 fucking games. Helldivers is the cheapest they're gonna get. And I haven't heard any complaints on the price for PC fans, so I guess they're looking at the quality and its day and date, and they're like, okay, we're biting. But it's wild when you think of it. So this is Jade Cocoon 2. This is a, again, turn-based Pokemon type game. I had it on the PS2 back in the day. So there are types of games. I've played a lot of these games, so don't even try to call me a hater. You know, I can bring up my whole extensive fucking history of fucking Pokemon games, so don't even do that. I'm just saying, I think it's the success of this game may be sending the wrong message. I don't think PC. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. I think PC fans do like games as a service.
No, they definitely like games as PC fans.
Because I think they're the ones that made it popular.
Because the average game as a service game is free to play. So
yeah,
it kind of goes.
Yeah. You're right. I was thinking early access. Sorry, I said games as a service. I meant early access and games as a service. But yeah, most of the games as a service are free to play. But the ones they support, there have been a lot of games as a service that were early access, and they supported it with their money. And again, that's just a PC type of thing. They really do kind of like to do stuff like that. So,
yeah.
I don't know. So guys, don't I'm gonna try to play this game, but I don't know what it's doing right now. But I do you remember Tim?
Yeah, I remember Tim.
Yeah, I remember I supported Tim day one. I supported Nexomon day one. I supported so many different Pokemon type games. Whenever they come over here, I support them. I have like a couple Digimon games and everything. Like, I don't mind playing these types of games, but it's not the type of game it is. It's the message, the success is spreading to the rest of the industry that we like unfinished games as a service types. And I don't know if everybody in the chat likes that. So instead of me continuously saying that, I'm going to put up a poll and ask you guys, do you like games as a service?
Well, I guess technically it is unfinished because it's in early access. But when it's not in early access,
it's still unfinished.
So,
that's what games as a service is. They're servicing the game. Example, like a janitor is servicing that area every so often to make sure it's up to date, right? It's clean. You got to come in every day or every week to clean that place, right? You never clean it once and it stays clean forever. You have to keep coming back. That's what a service game is. A service game is never completed. That's why Naughty Dog freaked the fuck out. I don't blame them, but I do also blame them for leaving us on a fucking hook that long and not letting us see what the game looked like.
Yeah, that was pretty fucked up. Definitely.
I think I'm gonna change the question to, do you like unfinished games? Because that's what a games as a service is, and we're not bashing we're not bashing games like like Pokemon. We're not doing any of that stuff. But I mean, it is a question I have to ask, because when you have an unfinished game like that is already a games as a service and is thrown into early access for about $26.99, because the developer did not even think that people would buy it. So they put a 10% discount on the game the same weekend it launched. Like, bro, that is wild.
Is HELLDIVERS an unfinished game, Joe?
Yeah. Every games as a service is unfinished because you got to add to it.
No.
Listen, we could fight all day.
HELLDIVERS got all its DLC, didn't it?
HELLDIVERS got it. It didn't come with it. It got it over time.
Okay.
It got listen. We're not gonna do it. I'm gonna stop you right there. It did not come with vehicles. It did not come with mechs. It did not. Hold on. Stop. It did not come with tanks. It did not come with motorcycles. It did not have poison weapons. It did not have certain factions of missions. These things were not there at launch. So, do you believe that's a finished game when they have to add components that people wanted there? Do you think that's still finished?
I didn't say that. But that what I'm saying is that
my answer is yes. It wasn't unfinished. It wasn't finished at launch.
You're comparing a service game to a janitor. That's a poor comparison.
You said I'm comparing a service game to what?
To a janitor. That's a poor comparison. Because the place is complete. It's just that people making a mess, and then they gotta clean it up. That's what the janitor does. They just clean up the mess.
Yeah, but isn't his job or her job to continue to go back to clean up the mess every so often?
Yes, but
so like, isn't his okay? But his job is never complete. He's still. It's a service at the end of the day, right? It's a service, like a maid at a hotel. It's their service to continue to go to rooms and clean them up after a customer goes there.
But does that mean that room is not complete? Does that mean that hotel is not complete?
What do you mean, the building? Like they built the hotel?
Yeah. The hotel does that mean that the hotel?
No, they built the hotel, but they still have to service it to make sure it runs operational.
Yes.
People have to make sure that the place is clean every day to continue to get customers.
And that's what the current component of the service is to maintain it.
So it can't be. It's not completed.
That doesn't mean it's not complete.
To me, it does. Listen, we're gonna agree to disagree. To me, it does.
So if a building is finished being complete and you can go inside the building, but because you have a janitor that has to clean it, does that mean the building is not complete?
No, the building, they built the building. The building process is complete. But as far as the cleaning and maintaining of it, it does require a service.
That's why I say the whole janitor.
Listen, that's perfectly fine. You can disagree, but I'm not gonna take back that. It's still I think it's a very sound analogy. But if you don't like it, that's perfectly. If you don't like it, it's perfectly fine. But you know whether it's the same person or it's a different person, or maybe it's a cleaning crew or a contract, they get paid to come back. Almost, let's say if it's an everyday thing or maybe an every week thing, to pretty much do the same job so that it looks presentable, so that the person that owns the building can continue to get customers or get people to look at that building and say, this is somewhere I want to go inside. This is somewhere where I want to stay. If you don't have that service, then it's going to be fucked up and people will look at it and say, oh, well, I don't want to go there. And some service games are like that. It's like, well, there are things that are missing, but the developers set it up that way to add as they go along because they just didn't have the funds. And when the funds come in, let's say HELLDIVERS sells very well, things will be added. People are looking for vehicles, motorcycles, mechs, and tanks, but they may not be there at launch until we have a good faith between the consumer and the company that we're willing to support the game. And once it sells good, they're going to look at it as an investment and like, oh, they like this. Let's add this. Get on the ball over there. Bring back those devs. We're going to add this, this, and this. We're going to release a report later on and tell them, hey, there's more content coming here. This is the roadmap, blah, blah, blah. Some games as a service, if they flop it like day one or the first month or whatever, we've seen it, right? Last year, the year before, we've seen games as a service go away. Shut down servers. Early of this year, a game called Multiverses, a game by WB, was supposed to come back. They shut it down. Remember, I got the platinum. They shut it down. It was a games as a service. They shut it down and they claimed that they were going to bring it back. Do you think they bring it back? They're not bringing it back. It didn't make enough money.
Nigga, they got what they wanted.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that if they was bringing it back, what would that mean? They would have to bring back what? Some of the developers to do what? To service the game. But since they look at it as a financial flop, meaning they didn't make enough money or the money they wanted to make off of it, then guess what? They said, well, we're not going to go forward. We're going to shut down the game. And the developers that were working on it, don't worry, you guys don't have a job anymore. We don't need you to service it anymore. We'll keep the servers up, but don't expect any updates. Don't expect any costumes. Don't expect any new characters. We're not going to hire developers to service you in that way. That's all I'm saying. Now, some service games are good. Not a lot of them. But some service games are good and some are not. I'm playing a service game I put over 1,000 hours in, and that's Monster Hunter. They got a recurring thing of missions and a recurring thing of holidays. And it's just on repeat now. You can do your main storyline missions or all of those special missions that build up over the last 5 years. They're still there for you to do. You know, but they did not charge us outside of the expansion for Iceborne. Before Iceborne, all of that additional content, the special missions to get the Horizon Zero Dawn stuff, a lot of the other missions that they gave us that would get us certain special outfits and stuff, they just added it. They didn't charge. Yeah, it was unfinished at launch because look at how much they added after.
Is it unfinished now?
It's not unfinished now. It's completed now. A game can be completed over time, but not a lot of games are completed at launch anymore because they're adding. So they already have advanced plans to add stuff.
To be quite fair, no game is complete when it launches. Doesn't matter if it's service or single. It doesn't matter if it's service or single player game. Because when a game comes out, there's still bug fixes, there's still all that stuff that needs to go into a no game is complete. So the game comes on,
but I mean, like, as far as like again, example with the Helldiver situation, motorcycles, tanks, mechs, or robots that you can hop into. If you don't know what a mech is, tanks. I'm just talking to the viewer. Tanks, all of that stuff wasn't there, but those are things that people like, right? You like mechs, you like motorcycles, you like tanks, you like the trucks that you can get into. We didn't have a poison gun. There are a lot of other content and guns that I didn't get the DLC for the first Helldivers that I just don't have. I'm still playing the game, but I just don't have these things.
So let me ask you. I'm just picking your brain. Don't think I'm arguing against your point. But does that mean DLCs and all that shit that you get for the game? Does that mean that the game isn't complete then?
I mean, it's there. It's up to you to complete the puzzle. You want to buy all of that stuff to complete the puzzle. It's really up to you as the consumer. But if you get the base model of the game and there's content that you would deem to complete your experience, then you, if it is whoever you are, it's up to at your discretion to say, I like what I have right now. I feel like I'm getting a complete experience, even though there's additional DLC. You know, I got the complete single player experience that I wanted from, let's say, Mortal Kombat 11. I didn't buy any of the DLC characters. I thought they were cool, but I don't believe they added to the single player story that I played. Now, they would add to my enjoyment of those characters I grew up with and I like, but as far as the single player, there wasn't, any content that added to that. Let's say God of War. We played through God of War Ragnarok, and it was a great story, and there was no additional paid DLC we needed to buy that would add to the single player experience we got. It was completed.
There were updates.
There was updates.
Yes.
And I think, like a year plus later, we got Valhalla, and that adds more or additional story elements to the story that we already experienced.
So that technically means the game wasn't finished, because if the game was finished, it wouldn't come out as broken as it did.
I mean, it is, whether it's me you're talking to or it's anybody else, it's really up to your discretion. Yeah, I mean, I don't know everybody, so I can't, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's up to the individual's discretion on what their interpretation of a completed game is. So I may say that for this specific instance, that I was able to get my experience. And when I want to, I will go play Valhalla to further the story. But it doesn't take away from me completing the game and platinuming the game. You see what I'm saying? But if I want to play more and extend my experience, I can. But I'm not going to sit back and say, well, I can't enjoy this story without playing Valhalla, because Valhalla is set after the main story. So you can play God of War Ragnarok without playing Valhalla. You see what I'm saying? But if you play and beat Ragnarok and you're up to that task, you have Valhalla right there for free at no additional cost. Now, I think that more developers, depending on the type of DLC, if they deem it worthy, maybe it doesn't. Maybe they don't charge your money. Maybe they do. I feel like let's say Tekken 8. Let's say if you pay all that money on Tekken 8 for the single player experience, for the deluxe edition or the special edition, all characters and every additional content that's coming out in the future belongs to you at no additional cost, because that's obviously what you're paying for. There were some games that didn't do that, where you paid additional money for a deluxe edition or something like that, and there was additional content that they came a little bit later, and they wanted you to pay a whole new price for that additional content that didn't fall. AEW just did that. Remember, we paid like I did, not you, but I paid all that additional money to get all the characters, but then they released DLC characters like Tony Storm outside of the parameters of the season pass. So I have to pay for her to get her. I can't get her for free, a part of the original obligation. But we never knew they were going to add Tony Storm. And that can happen to any of the other additional wrestlers that are now a part of AEW. That season pass we paid for is worthless, and we still have to pay additional money for the individual characters if we want them. I think they said Tony Storm is like fucking $20. I don't know. I got to go check that out. So, I mean, it's a case-by-case basis, and it's a person-by-person basis, depending on how they see it. So not every game may follow that opinion that I put out, but some people may think all games, are not completed. But it depends on what you're talking about. Like, is every game perfect when it comes out and doesn't need any patches or bugs fixes? Yeah, though, that's a different story. Every game is gonna have pretty much a day one patch.
The way I look at it, not all shoes fit the same feet. I know you like feet, so I'll use that analogy.
Illegal.
Not all shoes fit the same feet.
Exactly. That's how I see it. I do feel like PALWORLD is sending a horrible message. It's completely out of our control at this point when it comes to what we're about to get from the game developers. Because when they see situations like this, they all think that they can make the next PALWORLD or the next Fortnite or the example like the next fucking Call of Duty or something like that.
They're all trying to be the next one.
Exactly. So, so Tony Storm, they charging $11.99 for her. So if you got the season pass part 2, that's what they claim in the season pass part 2. You would have you were supposed to get a shitload of people. Let me see who it includes. Beat the Elite, the Storm is coming, stuff like that. So there's a new season pass that they have. So there was the first season pass, and now they have another season pass. So like the Limitless Keith Lee, I can download that and have access to that. So that's pretty cool. But if I want Tony Storm, I'm gonna either have to shell out $11.99 just for her character alone, or I'll buy the season pass part 2. But then we don't know if there's gonna be additional characters they add, and then there might be a mysterious season pass part 3. So when it comes to this, it's like either it's not completed or you cut the game up to make additional money. And that's where it starts to get tricky. And because we know fighting games do that a lot. And now wrestling games are doing that a lot too.
Yes, they are.
So, there are a lot of new wrestlers in AEW. And there are a lot of new looks and designs and the type of wrestling game that Fight Forever is. Although I like the nostalgia of this type of wrestling game, it's not doing the best job, you know. And I can't tell you how many people look at this game and hate it. And they talk shit about it all the time. And they're screaming at the developers on Twitter to fix your game. Why don't you listen to us? And you don't want that, because if you ever release another fucking wrestling game, you're not gonna have the chance to make promises. You just need to understand whatever you're saying is not gonna be believed by that customer ever again. No matter if it's good or bad or it's the truth or a lie, they just will never trust you. You know. No disrespect to Hip Hop Gamer, and I want to say this live, and I want to say this with my own voice, and I don't want anybody, don't talk over me, because I don't want anybody to get caught in this bullshit. I have a lot of respect for Hip Hop Gamer, but he predicts things so far in advance that it seems untrue to certain people. And some people, when he talks about certain things, they can't, you know, repeat that, myself included. I think Nova Redhead came to me in the comment section of one of my community posts, and I want to read this off, so just give me a little bit of time. But he came to me to tell me that there was a red alert piece of information he had for me from Hip Hop Gamer, and I didn't know what he was talking about because he didn't give any context. You know, some people want to give information to content creators or YouTubers like myself, and they're like, hey, I need, you know, your thoughts on this. This is happening, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's all cool. And then I have to ask for sources because I'm a little bit different. I'm not gonna randomly run after a story if I don't have the proof to even talk about it. And I'm using this as an example, not as any disrespect. And I found the post. Thank you. So again, big shout out to Nova Red for getting this information. And I asked him, can you be a little bit more specific? He has a lot of videos, and I have no idea what you're talking about. And then he says, last one, Nintendo next console 4K and PC games, Microsoft making games for everybody, as well as for PS5, third-party big publisher oriented. The next Xbox console would be a hybrid PC console like an PS6 AI console type with features that will be in PS5 Pro. So I remember Hip Hop Gamer talking about PlayStation 5 would have PS3 backwards compatibility. Now the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S and X consoles have been out on the market for about 4 years now. And we do not have a flawless PS3 backwards compatibility. We're still using the PS3 backwards compatibility that was on the PS4, which is streaming only. We don't have the option to download the games and play them natively. Now, the PS5 could be doing that, but like Hip Hop Gamer never said in his statement, oh, the PS5 Pro will have this feature. He said PS5. So, you know, let's say if I go and make a video right now based off of what he says, how many people you think will believe me? How many people believe him? You know, he may know stuff or know people in the industry that he talks to and he hears stuff and he's excited about. And I believe in many cases he's genuine and honest for what he hears at that specific time, but plans change and things change. And I'm never that type of person that wants to talk about something so far in advance that it may not end up happening. Never again. Like I used to say certain PlayStation exclusives would never go to PC. Now I stand corrected as history shows us that was wrong. But did I know what the future hold? No. Did I know what it looked like? Yes. Did it pan out as a successful plan for Sony? No. I was right about that. I knew the actions and the day-to-day practices of the PC community, and I knew that they were not going to be convinced to buying PlayStation quality games because of their buying habits for the current games during the PS4 generation. Whether it was Square Enix or anybody else putting JRPGs over there, or any other types of games on PC that they never got, like a Yakuza, and just seeing that these games weren't moving, or Crash Bandicoot, Insane Trilogy, and just seeing those games were not moving or selling over there. So I made an educated guess based on information and facts, and I was completely right. But I was wrong on games going to PC. Games are going to PC. But as you can see with the PALWORLD, circling back to that, PC fans are very picky, and they're very weird, and they're very random. You don't know what they're going to like on any specific given day. The highest quality game could be the game that they reject the most. The game with the best story could be the game they reject the most. I haven't heard a single person talk about PALWORLD's story because they don't care. The game has a mix of Pokemon elements. They have a mix of Minecrafting elements, and that's enough for them. And there's a ton of gamers over there on PC that love those types of games. So a game like PALWORLD is definitely going to have success, especially at the $26.99 price point that is currently at right now on PC. But it doesn't mean that another developer can make that same game, put it out at $60 to $70, and see the same type of success. Just doesn't work that way. So Nova Red, I respect you giving me that information, but I can't go around saying, hey, these things are definitely going to happen using Hip Hop Gamer for a source, because we don't know Hip Hop Gamer's source. And if Hip Hop Gamer can't release his sources and we're just using him as a source, quite possibly he knows stuff so far in advance that may not even actually happen. So again, no disrespect to Hip Hop Gamer. It's just that I couldn't get away with that. He can, but I can't do that. Say like, hey, you know, we're going to get these features. People will ask me where my source is. And then if I say Hip Hop Gamer, they're going to kind of brush me off because they don't even know who Hip Hop Gamer's sources are for most of the stuff that he says. So again, a lot of respect for you, buddy. And a lot of respect for Hip Hop Gamer. Been a fan of him, and he's been on my radar since the PS3 generation, especially with what he, you know, did with PlayStation Home and all of that stuff. But I can't echo what he says. That, you know, that's him, and he has certain relationships with certain developers and companies and stuff like that, and he gets certain information, and he has certain sources he can't disclose. But maybe things change, and maybe he's not wrong. It's just things come out a little differently when he says it. And when the plans actually materialize, again, they're a little bit different than how he said it. So I can share your excitement, but I'm more of a realistic person, and I have to have tangible proof that this stuff is really going to happen, because if I share it with you guys, you know better, and you know I know better, and you're going to make sure that I give you the information that is actually valid and has some sort of source, you know, behind it. And I can't give you sources for stuff that like that. I just can't, because nobody else is saying it. Only he is saying it. If I ran around and said True Witty has an amazing hairline, like, how do you know? We've never seen True Witty's hairline. I'm just the only person saying that. You see what I'm saying?
You're not the person.
Hey, that's not her.
So, but if the PS6 has AI and the next Xbox is made by third party and the Xbox is putting their games everywhere, which is, you know, we can talk about that. We do know that's has some truthful basis with sources from Nadella himself. Yeah, we can definitely talk about that. And I have about 3 sound bites for you guys, and I will play all of them today. We get started on that right now. But all the other stuff, I don't. Nobody's talking about it, man. So we should probably wait. I know it's weird. I know it's boring to wait for the truth to actually be coming out, but it's very damaging to me, my reputation, this YouTube channel. If I get as excited as you guys do about rumors that have no, you know, physical element to them. Like they're baseless, or they just they have not been proven true. I can't get away with it, and I don't want to fuck up my reputation when it comes to being honest with you guys. Because then I would just be like every other YouTuber that just gives out false news, because a lot of people are doing that nowadays, and I refuse to do that.
Waiting is an action too. Like waiting is an action too. So
You said
waiting
what,
is actually
Truity?
something you do. I said waiting is an action. Waiting is something that you actually have to do. So.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't want to wait. They just want the info there, and it's like, even if it's false, it's like, oh, you gave me a glimmer of hope for this or that, and it's just like, nah. I'll give you guys an example of something I'm very ashamed of doing. It was, and it was years ago. I talked to Truity about this recently, about my PlayStation Home video. I mean, sorry, not my PlayStation Home video, my PlayStation All-Stars video. That I made a PlayStation All-Stars PS5 video, and it was based off of 4chan, and I was younger than I am now, and I just didn't know, certain things. And I put out some information that I thought was true and ended up not being true. So I made a video 2 years ago about Sony, it's time for PlayStation All-Stars. That's not the video I'm talking about. Can Sony make another PlayStation All-Stars? That's not the one I'm talking about. The one I'm talking about has like 20-something thousand views. Here it is. PlayStation All-Stars 2 confirmed. 6 years ago, 26,000 views.
Is that right?
This is why I'm more cautious.
Hold on. Someone said something in the chat. He did call that Spider-Man multiplayer thing, and that actually it's actually did come out in the hack.
Yeah, I know, but listen to this. When we looked at the roadmap, look how far it is. He has information years, and we just if we was to say what he can say is, or if on our behalf, if you like him enough, you can say, oh, he was right about this. But how many years do you get the ability to say, oh, he was right about this? Yeah, you gotta wait. Now, if we never got that hack, how many years would you have to wait from what he says to it actually happening? Exactly. So that's why I can't use him as a source, because he won't give us his source or where he heard it. He's just going to go on Twitter or go on YouTube and say, oh, this happened. And look, I respect the dude, but I can't use you as a source because you're not going to reveal your sources. And I might look a little cuckoo giving that type of information out that people just can't fathom right now.
Anyway.
So I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over here right here. So I made a video 6 years ago about PlayStation All-Stars 2 being confirmed. It ended up coming from 4chan. If you know 4chan, you don't trust 4chan. And 4chan, and this is what it said right here. The reason why it's getting revealed in October and not at the PlayStation it's PlayStation Experience, other than having the rights to the CGI trailer, is that they want to build up mystery to what the gameplay is at PlayStation Experience. The CGI trailer will have Kratos, Morgana, Aloy, and Crash Bandicoot. The playable demo at PlayStation Experience will have 4 characters plus Noxus, Spyro, Nathan Drake, Ratchet, and Parappa. And it sounds very good. And when you're a fan of something and you see stuff like this, sometimes you just get so enamored with it. And you just, I can't wait. Oh my God, it got to be real. I can't wait. And this is just a story of me learning my lesson, that you have to do research for what you see. And if you don't, and you want to spread that around, that's on you. But for me, having a greater responsibility, having a following, having subscribers, having people to look up to me, having people that, value what I say, I cannot do something like this again. So we did all wait. PlayStation All-Stars fans, we all waited. If you don't know what PlayStation All-Stars is, there's some gameplay in the later part of this video that I'm putting up right now. So we all wanted another fighting game with PlayStation characters. And we wanted it for a long time. And the event came and nothing happened. And then the next year came and nothing happened. And the next year came and nothing happened. And the next generation came and nothing happened. And now we're 4 years into this gen. Like, not everything that sounds good is true. You know, and it sucks. It sucks. So I'm not going to tell you to go watch this video and believe it. Because the information I got was false. And I've learned my lesson so many different times on YouTube. You just can't fucking trust everybody. You can't believe everything you hear on the internet. You know, whether you're not built for it or not, that's cool. I am built for it. I am built to do 3 different levels of research on what you guys tell me. And one of those levels is I do it right in front of your face. And most of the time, we find out a lot of you guys, if it's not frostbite, you're getting your information from somebody that's deceiving you. And it's sad. But it happens all the time. You know? There's a dude we've came across multiple times. His name is Sadat the Gamer. Don't go to his channel. Sadat the Gamer, one of the biggest clickbaiters in the world. Now, I just want to go to one of his newest clickbaits. This clickbait says, Suicide Squad in-game gameplay showcase feature Mr. Dupo, and then they make it look like Batman is with Harley Quinn. And this is all not true. That's false. You know, or this image of Superman making it seem like, well, it's official. You get to play as Superman. Not true. First look at Joker DLC. Not true. State of play official trailer for Carnage. Not true. There was never a state of play official trailer. I've been on the internet for 11 days covering HELLDIVERS and doing Xbots coverage and everything in between. I've never seen any confirmation of state of play. So let me ask you a question. He has 81,000 subscribers. Do you think you could trust him though? When you know everything he's talking about, and you know me, and you know if any of this was real, you know your boy JayTech would have had you with videos. Now he's the only person saying any of this shit. He's smart enough to put the PlayStation official seal in the corner to make you feel like it's real, and then somebody that's not even looking carefully clicks on the video thinking it's an official video. That's how he gets a view. But you think he's telling the truth? Well, let's go test it out. I'll bite the bullet for you. I like you guys enough. I respect you guys. I fuck with you guys in the chat and girls enough. I will bite the bullet for you so you don't get fooled. But you cannot come to me with random shit and expect me to be as excited about the stuff you bring to me without first fact checking it. I have to do it. I'm not going to destroy my reputation for your excitement. So this dude says, we got the first look at Joker. Okay. So I'm scrolling through his video. Okay. I'm scrolling through his video. Scrolling through his video. Scrolling through it. He talks about everything except for Joker. He doesn't show anything of Joker. Scrolling through his video. Now he says this is the Joker's compound. And it looks like concept art. But he never shows the Joker. Oh, okay, there's a newspaper right there with Joker on the paper. But he never shows the Joker. So he says the first look at Joker DLC. He saves it in the very beginning. At the end, he says, ha, the Daily Planet's due for a makeover soon and our next Insider episode. But Joker is not going to make an appearance in the game because he's already dead.
Oh yeah, if it's
so the image of the Joker that he used here is obviously AI, just kind of like my thumbnail, right? Everybody's using it. That's not what the Joker's going to look like in this. There's been no confirmation that Joker's in here. There's been no confirmation from Mark Hamill that he's coming back to play Joker. Knowing that him and Kevin Conroy were really good together as Joker and Batman for the animated series and many other Joker and Batman cartoon appearances and animated series and animated movie appearances. No word has been about Joker. He said this 8 days ago, and there was never a over the last 8 days. There was never a insider about anything related to Joker. He dropped this 8 days ago. It's been 8 days. Nothing happened. Again, he making it seem like you're going to be able to team up with Batman or somebody could be playing with Batman. That's false. Carnage state of play, that's false. We never got a confirmation for state of play, and this video was posted 11 days ago. So we would have definitely got a state of play. Why would he know about a state of play but not me? Not us. Not the entire internet. That shit's wild, though. It's wild when you think about people like this running around. And I've had a couple of viewers run to me excited about something, and I said, where did you hear it from? And it came back from this dude. And I was like, what is going on here? Let me ask you a question. You see when he covered Indiana Jones and he only got 2,000 views? But when he covered when he covered the Carnage State of Play, he got 154,000 views. When he covered the Joker DLC, he got 70,000 views. When he covered the maybe Superman's playable character, he got 109,000 views. Because when he covered, I'm going to tell you guys a little secret. Nobody wants to know this. Nobody's going to tell you this. When he covered Indiana Jones, he covered Indiana Jones when everybody else was talking about it. So nobody had a reason to click on his channel about information that they got elsewhere. He only covers information that's made up that no one else is talking about. And if nobody else is talking about it, you can definitely confirm it's fake. And that's a fact right there. Jabari, JTech, J-Dub, Sick Humor, King Thrash.
JTech.
No one's talking about a state of play from 11 days ago?
See?
I mean, it's weird, right? When you think about it. He's talking about a state of play with Carnage, but no one else confirmed a state of play with Carnage? Come on, bro. Y'all be careful. There's people pretending to be people like us, but they not like us. They not like us. And I want y'all to be real careful and be very careful when you bring me information, because I'm not going to tell you not to keep bringing me info. I'm going to just tell you I have to do research on your information before I go live with it. Because if I go live with it the way that you coming to me with it, then I can mislead someone. And I don't want to be that person that skips on some research on what you bring to me. I cannot be that person again. I can't be so excited about something you guys are excited about that I forget to do a background check on this information and where you got it and who said it and if it's true or not. I just can't do it. So I have enough respect for you guys not to be sloppy with the information I bring to you guys. I may only have 82 viewers right now, but I respect those 82 viewers not to bring some bullshit to you before I do research. I mean, that's just me. Sam, you were supposed to... I just wanted to let you guys know how big of a stream this is. I got my hair cut for you guys. I got a gold pack of gummy bears for you guys. There is some other stuff that I want to talk about. I got new information from HELLDIVERS community manager. Not really good news for your boy JTech. I will give this information out, but not right now. But I did want to be presentable. I want to get my hair cut for you guys. I wanted to wear the official merchandise for PlayStation Legion. You know, I wanted to soften the blow of this bad news that I have for you, or at least it's going to be bad for me when I tell you guys. Got my gummy bears. I'm ready. But see, I'm respectable enough. I said, hey, you know, I'm going to share bad news with the PlayStation community about this game. And I want to be the first person to do it. No one else is talking about it. I'm going to make sure I'm presentable. I'm going to make sure I have something sweet for this bitterness. You know, but it is what it is. Not yet though, but soon. Sam said that if JayTech eats gummy bears instead of cat food, he will get $80 billion. Okay, I will do that. No more cat food for me. Sam?
I think if everyone will get that, they'll do it.
Sam, what's your thoughts?
I was thinking about your Monster Hunter nap yesterday.
Oh, fuck you, bitch. I was already asleep,
wow.
and I fell asleep. I was already asleep, and I had the itis. I had the fucking itis after I ate some. I didn't even eat all the Chinese food, but
Monster Hunter itis.
that shit kicked in. I'm gonna show you though. Like, it wasn't like I wasn't on there fighting monster after monster and boss after boss. Like, I was on my shit last night, bro. So definitely, bro. Look, I was working out so much on Monster Hunter. Look at what my guy ended up looking like. Truity, you gotta look at this picture. I was doing work last night, bro, before I fell asleep. I really, truly was doing work. You know, I was on my shit last night for Monster Hunter. No joke. If Sam wouldn't have been late, I was late though, Sam. Then it would have been. Yeah, I was on my shit.
I'm not gonna lie. The graphics still hold up for Monster Hunter.
I know. Well, see, that's the thing. Okay, when we talk about unfinished, right? You know that little muscle thing right there I got? I didn't even earn it yet, but you can preview it. Now I have to fight 2 gorillas that are basically, it's like a gorilla mixed with a bull. Menacing motherfucker. He moves around too much and he's fucking damaging. But it's a gorilla mixed with a bull. You have to fight 2 of them, and then you will get this material from that fight. That is a free fight that will allow you to make this outfit that will give you a muscle body. Free mission.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm cool if developers want to do that, but if they want to charge for every little thing they put in the game late, I mean, it's not just JayTech that's got to have a problem with it. Everybody else is going to have a problem with it, you know. But I've been running around like a bum because I'm waiting on one material I need to get so I can upgrade my layer. So I made sure my layer looks weak. So everybody thinks I'm weak, but I'm not weak. You know, I got some really good shit on, but nobody will know. Let me show you one of the missions I did, cause I was trying to remember. I did a mission last night. Was this the one I did this morning? Okay, that was the one I did this morning. Where was
It's funny because it's funny, Jay, because in that poll you did, some people still said they actually were unfinished games.
I mean, yeah. So I'm gonna show y'all this, right? I'm gonna show y'all Monster Hunter, cause Sam making the joke, but it's true. I did fall asleep, bro, and it's not the first time I fell asleep this week while playing Monster Hunter. I just didn't want to stop. Sometimes you just don't want to stop playing, and you think you can fight through it. And I'm older now, and I just couldn't. You know. Plus, I was already kind of groggy because it was later, and I should have started my session earlier.
I wake up in my chair a lot myself.
You do that? Like you go to sleep playing a game, you wake up, and then you continue playing the game?
I'll fall asleep at like 2:30 in the morning, and all of a sudden it's like 6, and I'm like, I should take my ass to bed. How long have I been up?
Yeah, exactly. So, but before we get started with that, I wanted to play. I heard the soundbite. Nelson had made a video on YouTube the other day, and it was bro, Nelson, you make some crazy videos, but Nelson was fucking losing his shit. That video you made the other day, bro, you lost your shit, bro. Listen to this. Listen to what Nelson was doing, bro.
Microsoft Gaming CEO のビル・スペンサーさんです。ぜひ大きな拍手をお願いします。
I'm pleased to welcome the CEO of Microsoft Gaming, Mr. Phil Spencer. A round of applause for him.
Microsoft Gaming CEO.
You was losing your shit, bro. You was losing your shit. You was crying because they announced Phil Spencer, man. Come on, man. Stop that. That shit was funny, bro. This dude was like, Phil Spencer. And then he started to cry.
Yo, Jez freaking, he uses that all the time. He's like, oh, guess who it was? Phil Spencer! Fucking, he's got that as a soundbite. So great, dude. Jez is funny as shit.
Because that thing is hilarious, though. I'm like, who the? I'm gonna be honest.
Bro, who does that?
No man.
Yo, my kids actually parody that. They parody that around times they'll be if they'll hear Xbox, he's like Xbox, Phil Spencer, Phil Spencer. It's fucking weird, dude.
No grown man should be that excited to see another man, bro. Like that's wow, that's crazy.
Like, what is that?
That they had him on. I was he hasn't been on in a while with Saltish show. I work Thursdays now, so I have an invite to go whenever he comes back. But I work Thursdays. But I was off that Thursday, and he was like, "I just want to see games everywhere, whatever." He's in the cloud. That's why he loves Phil Spencer so much.
He's a what?
He's in love with the cloud. He wants everything cloud.
I'm fucking done. He's worse than I thought he was. I lost so much respect for this guy now.
I'm done. No, I
The cloud gamer?
He was
he gets cloud everything like NVIDIA and all that shit.
Let's go play some sound bites, guys, because we don't play enough sound bites.
I would have respected him more if he was actually a fanboy, but you're a cloud gamer?
Yeah.
Oh hell no! Hell no! What the hell?
Well, let's play.
He's a fan of games going every. He loves Phil Spencer.
Oh yeah, he must be PC centric. He has to be PC.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Yeah,
PC centric,
that kind of makes sense.
He don't play no goddamn Xbox.
Exactly, bro. Spot on, bro. God, damn, PC fans are weird, bro. PC fans are fucking weird. PC fans are fucking weird, bro. Let me go play the soundbite from True Woody's cousin.
We're in the era of social media, and I feel like honestly, console gaming, the market is the console wars and fanboys. I feel like they're dictating what people should buy in the store. Microsoft is at a time, and Xbox is at a time where they literally are in position to do what PlayStation has done to them. And they have the money.
They're right at the cusp. AVK just got like, why do this now? Right?
You got, was it the glove? Was
Yeah,
the Thor
you about
glove?
to get the Infinity Gun.
Just go, snap your dang on finger.
Snap the finger, erase them from existence. Stop playing.
Give it all away if you can literally just give yourself 5 years just to do what they did to you.
So stuff like I got no more Kumbaya, snap them out of existence.
Snap them out of it. Just give it a taste. And right when they're on the brink of bankruptcy, then give them all the cash.
Wait till
That is True Woody's cousin, aka Kids Move.
You know what it is? These guys know they've sucked for so long, and they've been getting beat down so
Bro,
bad.
did you hear the part where he said
they got to be able to land a shot, and they ain't gonna get it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what's funny is he said just give us 5 years. He said give us 5 years. He think Xbox.
Like, we've already been waiting 15. What's another 5?
No, it's the fact that he actually turned around and said that. Let's do what they just so we can do to them what they do to us. I'm like, bro, you serious?
But listen. Even if that ever happened, but do they really think Microsoft's going to give the Xbox division 5 years to attempt to turn something around? That's like a generation, and that's like the rest of this. Isn't that the time when they about to leave? In 5 years, they about to leave.
They thought they were going to spend $80-some billion. Give you games for fucking $10 a month.
Yeah, Caution. I was knocked the fuck out, bro. But you gotta realize, I woke up, worked out, all this other shit. It was a longer day than you really care to realize. But still wouldn't trade it. I got a lot of progress done for Monster Hunter yesterday. I got a lot of shit done. I got a new powerful ass weapon. I was upgrading the weapon I made from this dude.
Probably that's where your 1,000 hours when you just spend 90% of it.
Fuck you, bitch. But no, because they don't count that, and I did that on another game, and I thought they were gonna count it, and they actually don't count that. And I thought like idle gameplay, they don't count that or whatever. I don't know, man. It's weird. But yeah, this dragon right here was fucking massive, and like I remember one of the other fights I did that I didn't even record. And I was on a mic, and I was literally just leading the group, like motivating them, and it was just so awesome when we got the victory on the monster. You know, it's like you really feel like a team with a game like this. Now, by the way, this is the armor. I need one more piece to get. I need a scale. I need a scale to get this armor. This is the armor I want. It's not the armor I want. It's the layer of the armor I want to put over top of what I'm wearing right now to make it look like I have it, but I don't, because it's weak as shit. And just in case, yes, the Mega Man mission is still on Monster Hunter, and the Horizon Zero Dawn and the Horizon Zero Dawn Frozen Wild armor set and weapons are still on Monster Hunter. So if you want to run those missions, you know, please let me know. The Mega Man mission will allow you to get an outfit for your cat, including a weapon that your cat will end up looking like Mega Man. The classic Mega Man, by the way, too. I know Nelson likes that shit. So he'll look like the classic retro pixelated Mega Man. It's fucking cool. Like Monster Hunter, they really like all out when it comes to like armors and outfits and monsters and missions and shit. They go crazy, especially with foods. You know, this is kind of what your hunter ID looks like. You have a picture over there on the right with whatever your picture looks like, and then you'll have all your statistics on the left side. And it's a really great game. It's a reason why after like what 5-6 years, the shit's still going strong. It's just a lot, bro. It's just a lot, and still one of my favorite games and one of my most played games. You know, really fucking dope. Don't got the platinum after 1,000 hours, but you know, I'm gonna try to do some new research on the 4 monsters, because I think I was able to get a large crown on a monster I fought for the first time, and it's not a part of the other monster set that I need for the base game platinum. It was for the Iceborne, and I was like, wow, I got his crown, and I saw how big he was, and I thought he would give me a crown, but then again, Monster Hunter kind of disappoints me, so I was like, maybe I just won't get get excited. And then he was big enough to get the gold crown, so I never need a gold crown from that motherfucker again, because I fought the biggest version of him, and it was a special mission. So from what I heard when I was doing research years ago, special missions will probably give you a better chance to find the size of monster of the crown that you need. But the platinum is still like 1 point something %, man. It's still fucking low as shit. But yeah, I'll be doing damage. I'll be healing. I'll be putting healing spray down. I got healing mist that I'll throw up and heal people. Like I'm a team player when it comes to Monster Hunter. I was like, you know, yeah, I'm gonna deal heavy hits, but I'm also gonna like help you out. And it's dope, man. It's a dope ass game. So as always, if anybody really want to get on there, hit me up. You think you need some help or a guide, I'm your dude to a certain point. Like halfway through well, actually I finished all the Iceborne story, but I didn't finish all the additional shit that I'm working my way through right now, so I can get rid of the master rank cap. I'm capped at 69. I'm trying to go beyond 69. No pun intended, by the way. But they really did stop me at 69. Even though I should be like fucking level 100 master rank or over that. Yeah, bro. I'm sorry, man. You know how it look, man. I didn't want to stop gaming. I probably should have stopped. But you never really know when you fall asleep sometimes. I doze off. I just didn't feel like stop playing, man. That game was that fucking addicting to me.
No one never want to stop gaming.
I know, right? I want to play the next soundbite. 1 second. So again, Xbox fans are really happy, or they're not happy, but they want Xbox to react with the type of tenacity they've been reacting with, you know, as of late, like buy up.
They want their haha moment.
Yeah, that's exactly that. There you go. They want their haha moment.
They want now it's the shoes on the other side. Like, but we get to laugh at you because you don't.
Have they not already got those moments though? Haven't they already gotten so many of those moments?
Have they made anything I've wanted? No.
No, I mean getting the Activision Blizzard acquisition, getting Bethesda acquisition, keeping Starfield only on Xbox and not on PlayStation. Like they've had a haha moment.
That was their haha moment. The game came out, and then it was haha on them.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they got a ha moment before the game came out, and people like you got your acquisitions and you got your exclusives.
Here's the thing, though, Jay. They may have gotten that, but it's like they may have gotten that, but being down for so long, it's not enough.
It's not exactly.
No, but that's like if you say you won lottery or whatever, right? And you go to find out that the lottery ticket was from the prior week. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like when the game released, it was like I won lottery. When you go turn that shit in and find out it's from the previous lottery drawing, so it don't count for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Or like if you finally get a touchdown and it's like 2 minutes on the clock and it's your first touchdown and the other team is like 50
Yeah,
points.
I always use that analogy. Like, you ever seen that Simpsons episode where the Broncos were playing the Niners and Homer runs in a touchdown and he's like, the final score of Super Bowl 30, 56-7.
Exactly. It's like that. I mean? It's like that.
I use that for Xbox. I posted on Twitter one time with like, oh, we finally got to get, and I posted right under it with the fucking Homer Simpson. He scores a touchdown at the end of the game. It's like, and the final score, the 6-7. It's like, you got a pity touchdown. That's great.
Exactly. So
still lost your ass off.
Yeah, and I don't look. Let me just play the rest so you guys can understand, because I still don't understand. Because again, what I do understand is they're comfortable enough to say that in their own little place, but in reality, when they don't have the type of audience that other ones have, and other ones are on a more professional level, this is how they sound.
They did put Sea of Thieves on PlayStation. They could make some perks or cosmetic. I mean, they already do this. They could put some aspect of the game exclusive to Game Pass. So, like, you buy the game retail, and then maybe you love it that much that you subscribe to Game Pass just to get that extra stuff, you know. And people do that with, Twitch Prime, for example, because, playing Diablo and World of Warcraft as I do, I often get free cosmetics because I subscribe to the Amazon Prime, for Diablo and whatever. So there's those kind of strategic elements to consider as well, beyond just the raw selling of the game. I suppose we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
So, some Xbox fans, and I saw this early part of last week before what's that game came out? PALWORLD. So they were like basically devising like, hey, what are we willing to trade? It's not in their power, but they were like, hey, what are we willing to put over on PlayStation that we don't really care about, that if they get it, we can say that we never cared about it. And this is what's really funny. They will talk about Sea of Thieves and the capacity of how many people were streaming it. Now I don't think there's a lot of people streaming it. But now
it's only ever been popular on PC. It's still more popular than like Halo Infinite and shit, despite being a lot older. But nobody on Xbox plays it.
Mm-hmm. And this is what's funny. It's like they're saying, okay, we never, basically by saying, hey, we're okay giving this to you. You're already letting us know you never cared about it. And the PALWORLD shit, if we circle back with that, they're using that to say, hey, we have a successful game. It kind of like what Hi-Fi Rush did. And Hi-Fi Rush had high reviews, but nobody bought it. And PALWORLD has a good reception and is selling a lot, but Xbox fans are not honest about why is it selling a lot. It's $26.99. It's early access. It's a Pokemon mixed with Minecraft, and PC fans love that. That game is selling like hotcakes on PC because of the price and the type of game it is. Now,
it's the survival aspect, man. Those games.
Oh yeah, the survival
like
too.
Ark
yeah,
and all that shit like that. Those games do numbers for a long time.
And Valheim, yeah, I remember Valheim did big numbers.
Yeah, Valheim. Yeah, but Valheim was like $20.
I think it was 20 or 30 bucks. Stuff. Yeah, and when you got that type of situation going on, a game like this is definitely gonna hit numbers. Now, when I saw on Twitter Xbox fans in my comment section on Twitter bragging about how good this game is doing and only using the Steam charts, I'm like, are you really stupid? Like, you're using Steam charts to talk about a W for Xbox. And get this, no one has confirmed to me that they played the game or got the very first achievement. I got the very first achievement.
I got the first achievement. I didn't like the game.
I didn't like the game either.
Survival games.
But I got the first achievement. I played it long enough to get the first achievement. None of them, when I challenged them the other day, and you were there on Twitter, I challenged them with the screenshot that I got the first achievement. Nobody replied.
Fatal's been playing the shit out of it, but we all know Fatal's different.
Oh, yeah, well, he's different. But I'm talking about like the other dudes. The ones that's running around and claiming victory for Xbox. So, and I said this earlier in the stream, I'm going to say it again. We have more viewers and you're here. I said to one Xbox fan, I thought Xbox was the home of Doom, Call of Duty, Gears of War, and Halo. I didn't know Xbox was the home of Pokemon. And he never replied. Because by them trying to claim success
that's really done well for them in a long time that they can say we have right now, but we don't. But what they don't understand is they have a padded down version, and the game doesn't officially release till next year. And best believe it'll be on PlayStation by next year.
Well, that's the thing. Shinya Yoshida had talked to a PlayStation gamer underneath the comment section of the developer, and Yoshida is seemingly on the fact that he's going to get that game on PlayStation. He's going to go and get stuff done. And I'm not saying it's a good thing because I want the game or anything, but the fact is, when you talk that loud, and this wig is really weird. Xbox fans are saying it's not coming to PlayStation, but the developer never confirmed it. And this is why they take L's.
Their whole promotion was they got their early access. That's it.
That's it.
Once this game goes out, after that, they're gonna have. They didn't even say it's gonna be in the Game Pass when the game releases, did they? I didn't hear that.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I'm talking about when the game fully releases and you got to pay the whole thing if you haven't bought the early access.
If I'm gonna be honest,
it's just they have a preview.
No. Yeah, it's preview for Game Pass. That's what it's. But I believe the game developer is small enough. I believe. Don't quote me on this, but I believe the game developer is small enough that Microsoft will continue to pay to keep the full release in Game Pass. It's no thing for Microsoft to pay that money to keep the full release of that type of game on Game Pass. I guarantee you it's already been ironed out that the full release will stay on Game Pass. Like, do you remember Tim was early access? That was a Pokemon game, early access on PlayStation. When you brought the early access on PlayStation, because we don't do Game Pass over here, when you brought the early access on the PlayStation, when it fully released, you kept the game and you just updated to a full release. You didn't have to pay anything else. So I believe PC fans are going to get that. With Xbox, I think they're going to get it. I think the full release is going to still be on Game Pass. Because I know Microsoft and I know they're willing to spend money on that. They're not spending money on any of the other major AAA games this year going to Game Pass. The new Yakuza isn't going to Game Pass. You know, like, it's a lot of new games that are not going to Game Pass. You know, Persona is going to Game Pass day and date because they know that that game ain't going to sell shit on Xbox. And it's going to be a pretty bad look to have a public confirmation that Xbox fans are still not sold on JRPGs or Japanese games. I mean, think about how devastating it would be to your Japanese push that your fans and gamers still don't like Japanese games. Which is the case. Speaking of, I wanted to go over something to pretty much get you guys excited before I drop this bad news. I mean, the news is bad for me, for Helldivers. Not bad for you guys. You guys might not give two fucks about it, but it's bad for me. Not necessarily really happy about it. Go to my pre-orders. So, while they're playing an unfinished game, Grand Blue Fantasy is currently 7 days away. Helldivers is 17 days away.
I know.
And Final Fantasy is 38 days away. We have more than enough with just this. Just this. We have more than enough. And then there's a lot of multi-plats and stuff coming out. I would rather play a more completed game than an early access that, again, this developer is struggling to keep these servers afloat because they never expected this amount of PC fans to be on there, or anybody to be on there. And Tekken 8 coming out on Friday, which I wish was still an exclusive, because it's pathetic that they keep it on Xbox knowing that they don't buy those type of games. You know, even Street Fighter. Remember Street Fighter 6 came out and King Thrash did the fight night, and we couldn't find any Xbox fans to fight on crossplay, even though the game was, you know, a prime example of how to do a good crossplay title. And Xbox fans, they didn't pull up. That's all I'm going to say. They didn't pull up. Gotta love it.
Not surprising. Not surprising. They don't really play though. Can't be surprised.
People that keep saying Helldivers is not an exclusive, you need to understand one of the reasons why it's even getting a fucking sequel is because of what PlayStation fans did to support this game in the first place, and the fact that PlayStation is funding the development. So when people keep saying it's not an exclusive, then that means the developer would be independent. They would have funded the entire game by themselves, and that is not true. This is why I drag around with me the Justia and the other trademark pictures in my phone to post to people that keep saying this. I'm not fighting with you. You're just going to have to fight with the facts. You know? Fight with the fucking facts. You know, that's it. That's all you got to do. Fight with the facts. Now, if you think it's not an exclusive, now tell me who funded the game and who owns the IP. If the name is Sony, or if you see PlayStation Studios on the fucking box, then you already know the fucking answer. I mean, it's very fucking easy. Like when a game from PlayStation goes to fucking PC at a later date. Who made that possible? Who made that game? What company owns the fucking rights to the game or the IP? If you have to say PlayStation or Sony Interactive Entertainment, then you already know what type of game it is. It's not on fucking Xbox.
Who do you think helped that too?
Exactly. Who ported it over there?
XDev.
Exactly. Like, come on, man. Stop it. Stop it.
You don't think they lent them some devs to help them with that shit over the last few years? Get the fuck out of here.
It's weird because, you know, Xbox fans and PC fans will allow Xbox fans to use console exclusivity, but when, it seems like when it comes to PlayStation, I'm looking at an example right now, they don't allow it. They don't like it. They don't like when that happens. So that's the whole thing is, when it comes to like the Helldiver thing, if you can't tell me, look me in my eyes and say this entire game was made possible through just Arrowhead and Sony had no involvement and they don't own the IP, then you just don't know then. That's all I'm gonna ask them. Who owns the IP and who fully funded the game? These dudes are wild, bro. You really think the Helldivers 2 would look this good if Sony didn't have any involvement? That shit would be in early access on PC, and they would have to depend on the PC fans to fucking support it, which they didn't even support it that much, the first one. You know, but Sony had an IP that they picked and they wanted to do some stuff with, and the reviews were really good, though. I will say that. It was an 83 on Metacritic for PC. It was an 81 on PlayStation 4. So it was good enough for Sony to say, hey, let's think about bringing this back. I'm glad they did, but PC fans, y'all want to really, you know, tell PlayStation fans that this is your game, then buy it more than us. If this
That
shit
is never gonna happen.
We don't know that. I'm not going on record to say that, but we don't know. After what happened with Power Worlds, you just don't know.
The
what
game 100 years old still got more players than a lot of Vex.
Exactly. You don't know what they like and what they don't like. PC fans are a fucking mystery. I'm learning things now that I've never learned before about these
They
guys.
like some weird
Yeah, they like some weird
so
games,
you never
bro.
know what they're gonna jump on. These are guys that have never had sex, live in their basement, mom's basement.
Goodness.
They only come out to see sunlight like once a month.
Wow. That's illegal.
I'm just saying the majority, let's be honest.
Still
Mom, meatloaf! Fuck! You know? You know what I'm talking about?
Yo,
Mom, the meatloaf!
Yo, you're cold, bro.
I know. I know too many of them, though.
Well,
38 years old and ain't never seen a vagina in their life that was outside of the internet.
No.
I'm going to hell.
I know
Sorry.
you. Well, I forgot where I was at right now because you guys are
Oh my goodness.
confusing. Yeah. Let me go read this message off for the Helldivers info. It's just
I just uploaded a PC mod. They got a mod where for Mortal Kombat 1, 2, where they got Mr. Invincible's fucking meat just goddamn swinging around.
Yeah,
like, these
I saw that
motherfuckers
one too.
are
I thought that was
dude.
weird, bro.
Yeah,
I thought that was very weird. What the hell is
Yeah.
right? It's the PC community. You know how weird they are.
Weirdos, dude.
Yeah, but that's gay though. What the hell?
It happens, bro.
Oh damn, that was wild. Well, that's the peep. That's the community.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over this. It's kind of bad news. Blah 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 blah. And it's coming from the community manager. This is another PlayStation Legion exclusive coming first from us, not reported anywhere else. And yes, I've watched all the other YouTube videos about giving out information. This question was not asked to any of the community managers. So I'm going to report this right now. Let me go put up that Helldivers video clip and try to eat some gummy bears because it is bad. I'm not going to lie. It is bad. So I asked the question, I was wondering if Helldivers 2 had a deeper character creation than the first game. She got back to me and said, Helldivers, the Helldivers are so expendable that a character creation isn't really the right fit for that lore. Your loadout, armor, cape are your best tools for self-expression. I said, can you change the color of your armor or capes? She replied, she says, the armor colors cannot be changed, but we will have a lot of variety even without that option. And that's the news. No character customization, no customization of colors of the armor. Like the armor is going to be a certain color when you unlock it, and that's just the color it's going to stay. What? Now, this is what's going on at launch, but we've seen other games implement certain things later on. I do feel like, thank you, the Wolverine, for subscribing to the channel. Well, like I was saying, it's like we've seen other games add these things later. Like I was talking to you earlier, Truity, based on the success of a said game, anything can be added that they claim is not there at launch. Like, I don't think mechs, tanks, robots, and shit like that, motorcycles, I don't think that's going to be on Helldivers 2 at launch. I think that it'll come through time once they see if people like the game. Huh?
That means Helldivers 2 won't be complete.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I told you. And you told me I was wrong.
I think they'll add missions on worlds that they've already created, and then they'll have DLC packs that they have new worlds and missions to explore, you know?
I never said you're wrong. I was just questioning your logic because you're saying you're comparing it to a janitor.
Well,
but a janitor, as I said,
like I said, I did say it during that exchange, Helldivers 2. I used that as an example, not being complete. Because things are not there from the... Remember, okay, so on Helldivers 1, when they added all that DLC, if you were a customer that brought all of it, you got a complete experience. All the DLC, and gamers do this all the time, the follow-up game, right? They expect that all to be there day one, included with all the new shit. Now, question to you. If what was in the first game, after a while, was added, and it's not in the second game, day one, do you think that's complete, knowing that they're going to add it later?
No.
Okay. We can move on. Here, take this gummy bear. It's a green gummy bear. I got it right here for you. We got the green gummy bear for you.
But you are no. But what I'm saying that you are saying it as a no. But my whole point of the whole time is that you are
dude's racist against gummy bears.
Janet's only there. Yeah, definitely. No, but you're
cool.
comparing it
cool,
to Janet's only there to clean up completed building.
Well, I mean, depending on the game, depending on the game, certain developers stay on to service the game and clean up bugs or make sure that bugs don't come back. I mean, it depends on what studio, what game it is, what they're doing. You could compare it to that.
Oh, okay. So you come because there's games where the developers are there. They put a certain amount of developers on a project to just maintain. Does that mean that those developers are not then candidates?
Ain't that the same thing as a janitor? Like, you put certain people on staff to make sure the building is maintained. They're not building on the building. They're just there to maintain the cleanliness of the building.
So the staff update for a game in your eyes.
I mean, that's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it, but that's my opinion. I'm not going to change it.
No,
I'm gonna stand by it, but it's similar. It may not be the exact same thing, but it's very similar. You keep people on staff to make sure the building stays clean, so customers want to continue to go in that building, whether they're there to work, they got corporate business, or it's a hotel and they go in there to stay there. You have people on staff. Exactly. You have people on there to make sure the building is presentable. You have people on staff to make sure these games stay presentable. Maybe they add some skins. It's not like important shit. It's not like serious shit. Some game developers
they add my toilet cakes.
Yeah, they add some developers add skins and shit to their games, but it's like really no passion behind it. Just like some little shit here and there.
Yeah.
Change it. It's
just there to make it look nice. Like it's not major. It's just like, hey,
change the paper towels.
Something like that. But I think that
I'm not disagreeing with that by any means. This question.
Yeah, but you still racist against gummy bears. I mean, I can't stand for that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Gummy bears. Ugh. I might eat the whole bag.
Making me want to go get some food.
Don't do that. Food is bad.
That's illegal. That's illegal. You gotta
eat food. But that's my personal negative. Now, I understand what she's talking about. Like, every time you're calling down reinforcement, it's a new Helldiver. They're still going to have that armor loadout that you set, but it's a different... Essentially, they're saying it's a different person in that suit of armor. You can't really see it's a different person because it still looks like your armor loadout. I do believe that because that is more of a quality of life type of thing, that I think that if the game is super successful, they'll add no problem. I think they could definitely.
I think what they could have said is just cloning yourself.
Huh?
What they could have probably said is that they are cloning yourself. So you basically have a lot of clones.
Like
that clone technically.
Let me read off the first part. What she said. She said, Helldivers are so expendable that a character creation isn't really the right fit for that lore, for that story. Your loadout, cape, and are your best. Your loadout, your armor, and your cape are the best tools for self-expression. I understand it. I'm just a person that loves character creation. It's like it's not a good thing for me. I don't think
you're never gonna really see him because you're always wearing a helmet.
Exactly. So I'm not that pissed off because the graphics are gonna look way better, and I think I might be able to situate.
You see that last trailer?
Oh, yeah, I did.
7 times I think.
Huh?
I think I've watched the last trailer like 47 times.
Bro,
I even showed it to my kids, and they're like, "This shit looks cool."
Let me tell you something.
Together.
Let me show you something, and I think it's about to hit that. So I'm gonna take this off so y'all can see the IGN, because it's been popping up on IGN like it been blowing up. They got hundreds of thousands of views on both the 12-day-old video and the 5-day-old video. So the Helldiver video from 12 days ago is sitting at 400. Well, zoom in so y'all can see 499,000 views. The one from 5 days ago is at 395,000 views. These are big numbers for, again, what Xbox fans believe is going to flop. The fact that it's on PC day and date and it has crossplay puts more faith in the PC community to support said game. Whether they're going to mod the game or pirate the game, we don't know. But there is a lot of interest, and I have to say a lot of it is from PC and not PlayStation. I am interested, True Witty and many other people in the PlayStation Legion, but I don't see a lot of people as enthusiastic about it as, say, our group. You know, I've seen more people talk about it through the hype of this game, but I've just, you know. So, but yeah, man, it's definitely popping off.
Here's the thing, though.
Hold on, let me get. Hold on. Before you say that, let me get me some more gummies, man. Sorry.
Oh Lord.
Okay, continue. I got him. We're sponsoring Swedish Fish on the PlayStation Legion. I don't have a contract with them, but I do like these, and I love gummy bears. Okay, you can go.
I'm not the President Pandos.
You say what?
I'm not the President Pandos.
Yeah, you know, like it's bad news for me. I love character creation. I've been doing it since No Mercy on the N64. Even if you allowed me to just to recolor my armor or whatever, it would be, you know, I would like that. I don't think that that's not something they can't add. I think they can easily add that later, but that's where the games as a service aspect comes in.
Here's the thing. They can't technically add even character creation afterwards, because if you think about it, you remember Ubisoft The Crew 2? They added that way after the game was launched.
Crew 1 or 2? One.
2. They didn't have character creation in 2 at launch.
Really?
It was just the car.
Maybe you was right about 2, because I remember I got on there one day and my character was black, and I never even knew I had a black character.
They added that later. And
wow.
I went back on and they're like, "Oh, you can create a character." I'm like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, okay. Hold on, it was just crazy. But I believe they can add that and patch it into a lore and say this is the reason why this is that. You know what I mean? But that's probably only if it's that highly requested. They might actually do that. But again, when it comes to these quote unquote fake people saying that, oh, it's gonna flop, let me tell you something, bro. Them same people are asking, we're begging for the game. So
Nelson,
stop.
Nelson.
Yep.
Nelson, man, I'll give you a Swedish Fish. I give you 2. If you can give us that interview from Tim Dog. If you can, I don't think he
deleted it.
Oh my god!
I looked for it yesterday. I could not find it.
Do you think you can tell us?
He had it recorded, because I listened to it later after it was already played. Because I was in the middle of something. I try to stick with one thing because obviously I'm busy at work.
Tiny kids.
I'm busy. They just came in from outside. They've been shooting gel pellets at each other all day.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and I like to listen to one thing at a time because obviously I'm busy at work. So when I put something on, I put it on for a long period of time. And he had recorded it, and I'd seen that there was people in there earlier for when I posted something on break to Twitter, and I went and listened to it, and they were all like, "Man, they're like that HELLDIVERS looks good," and they're like, "They should bring that game to Xbox. That's something we would play. They ain't gonna play that. We need something like that." And they're all like, "Yeah, that does look fucking cool." I'm not gonna tell them that though,
bro.
But you know the Tim Dogs followers though. It was all Xbox people. You heard that one?
Yeah,
I listened to it too.
Can y'all tell me just a little bit, like if y'all care to? It doesn't matter if it's like
they have a 10-minute segment where they're all like, "Yeah, PlayStation guys don't deserve that. They're not gonna play that. They only play that single player shit. They need to bring that over to Xbox. That would do really good on Xbox."
Wow.
That's mainly the gist of the.
Yeah, but this is the thing. I've been looking at the comment section of the IGN. Obviously, they're not going to go to PlayStation's video. That's why the IGN. Okay, let me ask you a question. Why do you think the IGN videos of the PlayStation videos have more views for Helldivers on IGN rather than PlayStation? Because they watching it over there. They're not going to go to PlayStation channel and watch it. They're going to IGN to watch it
because they know we'll find them.
Exactly. So they're over on IGN's video saying how much they want it. That's where I found all the port bacon.
That's because they seen their showcase and they're like, "I want none."
Look,
but they'll come on PlayStation video like, "Oh, this is trash." But that same person over on IGN channel be like, I want this on Xbox. They will do good over here. You see a lot of them people.
Hey, like Blaze 4K said, he's like, "I wouldn't trade HELLDIVERS for your whole fucking show."
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Wait, what?
When did he say that?
Wait, what?
I got the video on that one.
Oh, you could play that.
Wait, what?
You could play that one.
Where do you want it? I'll send it to you.
Red alerts.
Okay, I'll post it there in just a second.
Oh wow!
I'm telling you, like I know. I've been talking to y'all about it. It's wild. It's wild. I'm gonna just go through some of the comments real quick because it's been nothing but positive for Helldivers. That's crazy, bro.
It's on its way. I'll be there in a minute.
Let me read this one. This is an Xbox one. Some people might not notice it, but I do.
He was basically like, "Do you think we want your fucking shitty games?" Like, it's fun.
Exactly.
Okay, it's there. It's done. It's uploaded.
So this is one comment 4 days ago, and it says, "So if ODST and Starship Troopers had a love child." So again, a lot of Xbox fans like this game. They like this game, and they love it actually.
After Halo, they probably really because they're like, "This is what I want from Halo," you know?
After they're comparing it to ODST Halo, they love that. They love it. Wow.
They love it, man.
Together we stand, divided we fall.
Not Xbox
that
related.
That just goes with
it. Goes
that
well
game,
with it.
man.
Yeah, that was perfect. Like whoever been doing the last two trailers.
Whoever did the last two trailers is fucking genius.
Yeah, they did a really good job. They did a really good job. I'm hoping.
I was like, this might be the best trailer I've seen in like the last 20. It's just so well done.
I want to get to the state of play segment of the stream, but I'm telling you, there was one dude that was like, they need a state of play, and this on IGN. Let me go scroll up here. There it is. 4 days ago, we need a state of play showing this off properly. 14 people like that one, and it's true. I mean, we've said it. But a lot of people are saying like they
ton, but a lot of people have probably
a lot of people haven't, and they don't want to go back.
A lot of people that have seen it have forgotten because not everyone's on Twitter. Not everyone.
Exactly. This dude said, but basically ODSTs if they were the main character. I don't know about ODST, so I don't know if that's accurate. Definitely a ODST Starship Trooper mashup, but I'm here for it. So again, people are not upset that it reminds them of ODST or Starship Troopers. It's as an incentive for them to want the game or buy it.
ODST is one of their favorite Halos.
Oh.
So yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why. So that if it reminds them of that, they're all for it.
This dude tried to shit on Starship Trooper. This dude says, "Mom, can we get Starship Troopers?" And it says, "We have Starship Troopers at home. Starship Troopers at home." I've heard this meme multiple times. And this dude said, "Comparing this to Starship Troopers will only make Starship Troopers look worse." And you're right, because the current Starship Troopers game does not look this good. Nothing is greater than the Federation. I'm doing my part. Okay. The most important thing is that they both fight for freedom. Exactly. A lot of people are not going to hate on Starship Troopers just because Helldivers exists. And that's one of the best things I've seen about the reception for Helldivers. This not making people hate Starship Troopers. It's just like they are a little disappointed with the current game.
At the end of the day, all this will do is just make Starship Troopers look at themselves and like we need to do better. Although
it's funny because Halo stop the seasons?
Yeah, they did.
Mm-hmm.
Although we found out that Starship Troopers is actually owned by Sony.
Yeah. Sony owns the movie studio that made Starship Troopers, and they own Starship Troopers the movies.
So technically, they own both of them. So.
Oh, listen to this one. You're gonna like this one. Hey yo, this is 40K Space Marines plus Starship Troopers approved.
Oh damn.
I'm telling you, every comment, bro, there's literally not a lot of hate for this game, which is very rare when it comes to PlayStation games, but maybe it's the fact of this day and date and they just can't hate on it, you know? Big Starship Troopers energy, good to check it out.
See, guys aren't attacking it because they're like, well, I'll play it too. Fuck it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You know what's funny?
And there ain't enough Xbox people to make no waves.
Exactly. And this dude says, love how they look like ODSTs.
Yo, I told you.
Starship Troopers vibes. Appreciate that. Already pre-ordered. Looks so Starship Troopers vibe. Yeah. Again, bro, like, we got a hit. I don't know if it's going to be as big as PALWORLD, because, you know, the other PC fans, it's a lot more weirdos on PC than there's, like, people that would like something like this, but I know a lot of war games that are on PC that do good. You know, PUBG, the Armor games, PC fans used to brag about that all the time. Some of the early Battlefield, stuff like that. Like, they like their war games. They do. They like their war games. So, I think it'll get a pretty good reception over there. $40 isn't too much to ask for. You know, that's not that much. And some of the PC fans are getting it on discount on other servers anyway, on other storefronts.
You can,
$33 and shit. So they're good.
You can get it. You can get it. You can get it on what you call it. What's that freaking website called? CD Keys.
Yeah, CD Keys and this other green turtle fucking storefront or some shit. They got it for $33.
So much CD Keys. Selling it.
I'm glad I supported the game, because whether it sinks or fails, I can say I did my part, you know. And I think it'll sell better than like Returnal and Demon Souls together. I think both of those games, this will outsell both of those games together in a quicker amount of time.
I think it'll do 3 to 5 in its first 2 years.
Yeah, 3 to 5 in the first 2 years. I think it could definitely do $1 million in a month. I think it could do $1 million a month.
The Super Citizen edition on CD Keys is going for $49. Like it's
that's pretty cheap because it's $60 over here. Pretty cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another comment.
they're
Starship
getting
Troopers meets Halo 3 ODST. Sign me up. Like, that's what we're seeing. And so this is a game. Do you remember all those years ago, people kept claiming that Sony was creating a Halo killer? And I'm not saying this is a Halo killer, but Halo fans seem to really like this game. It is ironic when you look at it. Like, they've created a game that Halo fans like, and they will be going to play this game. And we might look up on Steam charts one day, and this is doing better than Halo. I mean,
Halo Infinite.
I don't think it's going to be hard to beat.
You know,
I don't think it'll never get close to Max, but you got to remember that's a free-to-play game that everyone said, oh, I can play it free-to-play, and they went on and they lost shit.
Hey, listen. They want. Here's the thing, though. They want to count their numbers. We can count them too when it comes to.
Oh yeah. We were talking about that yesterday. Yeah, because in the game on the first Helldivers, they had an accurate count of current people on the game. So now that it's crossplay, we won't have to wait for Matt Patakis of NPD to give us any fucking accurate numbers. We'll get those numbers in the game all the time. So that's gonna be dope.
Sure. I like how they actually do that. Actually, they should tell you in the game.
Yeah, there's a lot of info going on, and I like that. A lot of stats. Until this PlayStation game is free to play without Plus, like PC, we will pass.
Then you'll.
Yeah, he got ratioed. This dude says, "Who is we?" This dude said, "This game isn't free on PC. What are you talking about?" Clearly, I'm talking about online feature. What are you on? It's a better question. Your turn to pass. Then get a PC. You're coping. You're coping out of your mind by wanting PC. Yet, by wanting PC yet not getting one. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a really. I feel like if that's how you feel, skip the game. I'm not gonna tell you to buy the game if that's how you feel and that's keeping you, upset. Don't buy the game. It's gonna be somebody else that'll take your spot. You good?
Yeah, but here's the thing though. If that's how you feel, why do you buy any multiplayer game? Why buy Call of Duty? Why buy any?
Ding. There you go, True Witty.
Yeah, because again, all of those games are free to play.
Goddamn sense.
Exactly. All those games are free to play on PC. Even Sea of Thieves, Redfall, Halo. Like, you don't need Xbox Live to play any of those games on PC, and they never bring that point up. So I mean, we're all in the same boat.
PlayStation could do that. You know what I would sue PlayStation if I was a competitor on their platform, and it's like, okay, so they have to play my game, but not yours. That's fair, competitive. You know what I mean? If it's a paid-for game, rules should be the same for everybody. I'd sue them personally. If I was a competitor,
well, this is the thing.
I'm not allowed to compete on your platform.
We talked about this before, and I don't think PC fans understand this. You're gonna still need to activate a PlayStation Network account. Sony does want to count your sales, so you do need a PlayStation Network account. You still need one of those. So if you're on PC, you still need to access a PlayStation Network account. It doesn't matter if you have Plus on there or not, so far that I know. No information been talked about there, but you do need a PSN account if you're playing it on PC. So that's kind of one way they're going to protect themselves against piracy or the inevitability of them making their own server. PC fans have been known to make their own personal servers for, outdated, multiplayer games. So
that's why single players most single player games don't do well on PC is because you could just download it and be gone. Online games, they can see when you're.
Oh yeah, yeah, and this is one of the ways they're gonna be doing it. It's like,
that's why it's like, we'll bring it PC because we can, we're gonna know when you connect to the internet if you stole that shit or not. If it's a single player game, they just steal it and they're gone.
Des, you said, Jay, will you join the roundtable today? I didn't know they was doing one. Thank you for letting me know. I will. Let me. Thrash will probably hit me up, send me a text when they go live. So I'll definitely be over there. I didn't know they were going over there. I didn't know they were going live.
So, Jay, did you guys go over that AI limit game? AI limitless, whatever it's called?
I went over a car window, but I didn't go over that.
Oh shit!
Let's talk about AI Climate with a K. AI Climate is the new China Joy project, PlayStation 5 console exclusive, and PlayStation is very much involved with the development of this game. Obviously, it is also going to PC. It is it's like Cold Vein meets a really, really good action-packed anime, and it also meets Bloodborne or Elden Ring. So if you like Souls games...
The only downside I have, I did not see titty physics, but the upside it makes up for it. It's the fact that it'll be 60 frames. I know it.
Okay.
Cold Vein was not 60 frames, and that shit irritated me to no end, and I stopped playing it because of it. So it'd be like that sometimes, bro.
But didn't it have titty physics in that game?
No, Cold Vein. Oh, I don't know. It probably does, man. The girl just got small. She got small titties. She got small titties.
But you can make them bigger, though.
Are you sure about this, sir?
Yeah. I know. Well, yeah, you can make them bigger.
Oh, I mean, now I'm talking about AI Limitless now, not Cold.
Oh, no. I'm talking about Cold Vein. You can make the titties bigger. I don't know about
that.
This game.
Yeah. See the titties.
Now, what I say about this being a Souls game, this is gonna not. From what I know, you're not making your own character. They already have a pre-established character with a story. But it's like Cold Vein meets Elden Ring or Cold Vein meets Bloodborne. So Cold Vein was a Souls game too. To a degree, you can see how they're moving, how they're walking. You know, if you're a Souls fan, I think you're up your alley. It's smart for the developer to partner with PlayStation, knowing that these types of games do better on PlayStation and not on Xbox. So it's good to see not every developer is going to just put their game on Xbox to die. This is another PlayStation console exclusive, so we will be marking it down for 2024. I don't know when it's coming out. It does have a good amount of gameplay for the first announcement. So maybe around summer. But PlayStation is definitely bringing the heat during what will be their 30-year anniversary. And I believe it's September, if I'm not mistaken, that the game system came out in Japan. The first one. When was the first PlayStation released in Japan? December 3rd, 1994. So this December, PlayStation will be 30 years old. This is a big year for PlayStation. If you wanted to know why PlayStation's going all out, this is one of those reasons why. This is their 30th anniversary, and I wouldn't be surprised if during their 30th anniversary we're going to have the opportunity to buy what will be a PlayStation 5 Pro, which will put Xbox out of its misery, and Indiana Jones will not be able to help it.
Yeah, I need that PlayStation 5 Pro, bro.
You need that Indiana Jones? Yeah.
I want it to look like the PS1, like the one Jim Ryan got.
Oh yeah, my God, that would be so dope. The gray one, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I would never sell it ever in my life.
Yeah, Cold Vein is pretty damn good, man. I really like that game. And I was trying to play with people, and then nobody wanted to get on. I had to stop playing, man. It was a great game.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Them frame hitches was pissing me off. I had to stop. I'm too used to 60 frames now, man. It's like this shit, bro.
Yeah, well, I'm used to Game Pass too, so
yeah,
we're in the same boat. I think everybody in the panel is getting Grambly, right? Everybody's getting Grambly.
You know what the they with that.
Pre-ordered.
What you say, True Woody?
They partnered with Xbox. That was the problem.
Oh yeah.
Namco.
Oh yeah. Me personally, I don't know why they continue to do that. You know, I don't know why they continue to do that. So we started. What time we start? We started at 2. Yeah, we started at 2, and it's like 4:36. Yeah.
4:30.
Because I'm joining a round table, so that's like, you know, at the end of this hour we're gonna be getting up out of here.
When is the
at the end of the hour? At the end of this hour.
Oh, is that 5?
Yeah. It's earlier than it normally is. So he must have a lot to talk about. Let me go see what that notification said.
Oh, remember
Xbox Dev Direct, Power World, Xbox fan denial. That's gonna be a good one. Okay, let's cover our last piece of shit for Xbox. It'll be Indiana Jones. Let's go cover Indiana Jones. So, let's talk. All of us, let's have a good conversation. Can this game save Xbox? Because that's obviously what Xbox fans are going to do. They're going to use this as ammunition in the console war and keep rubbing your face in it. And I'm just going to say right now, this game can't beat PlayStation, the entire PlayStation. It's not the nail in the coffin, and Xbox fans are always looking for that type of game. And honestly, this is not that game. What's the panel think? What's the people in the chat think? I'm going to be putting up a new poll so we can get your impressions. We got 100 votes on the do you like unfinished games. 25% of the people said they do like unfinished games. And 75% said no, they do not like unfinished games. I am ending the poll. Your time is up. That was an hour long. I'm going to go put up the new poll. You guys are weird. I don't like unfinished games, but I do play unfinished games. So
here's the thing: unless they are conceiving it as being like service games, then that's a different story. Remember, you're using it as a way to say that's a service game. So that's probably what they're referring to. But an actual unfinished game, no, I don't like unfinished games.
Do you like Game Pass?
Well, the thing about it is service games are technically always unfinished, even when they release fully. They're still kind of unfinished because they have
even when they're finished, they're still not finished because they're always updated.
Yeah, it's always an ongoing process, so it's always technically unfinished.
I'm putting a poll up, so if y'all want to use that to place your votes, you can do so. It's the new poll is will Indiana Jones save Xbox?
Bro, nothing will save Xbox, bro. It's over with. It was over with.
Xbox is on its way out, and it's not.
It's been over with since about 2015.
You know what I want to say? Because I know a lot of y'all are waiting for my impressions. I think this is going to be a short-ass game.
Which one?
Indiana Jones. I don't think Indiana Jones is going to be a lengthy game like Uncharted or something like that, or Last of Us. I think this is going to be a short experience.
Even Tomb Raider was long. I think this is not going to be as long. You might be right. You might be right, actually.
Even 10 to 12 hours, I think.
I'm kind of low. It's weird that Troy Baker is over there playing Indiana Jones because he had a lot of involvement with Naughty Dog over the years. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of awkward.
It's not. It is.
It's awkward for me. Not for everybody else. It's awkward for me. I stand by that.
Work on everything though.
I stand by that. Yeah, he is in everything.
Yeah, he's on everything.
And I believe the check that Microsoft and Disney provided was big.
Must have been big.
But and he don't normally take L's. He do not take L's. But it's the first time for everything.
Game comes out and they're not gonna get it.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna have a bad performance. I just think he will be a part of a project that is not as popular as one would think.
Listen, man. At the end of the day, they paid him a big fat check. All he cares about is getting.
How long do I think the game is gonna be? I think the game can be anywhere between like fucking 8 plus, but much less than fucking 24 hours. It's not an RPG. You're putting a lot of stock in the visuals. You know, the longer the game is, if it looks as good as they can possibly make it look, it's not the best looking game in the world, but it's good for them. The longer the game is with these visuals, the more money it's gonna cost and the more development time. I mean, what? They just showed us this game about 3 years ago, and they claiming it's coming out at the end of this year?
Yeah, it might actually be broken, too.
Exactly. I think it's definitely going to be short. Because, let's put it this way. The Perfect Dark game got shown cinematics or whatever, and we don't got nothing for it. State of Decay 3 showed cinematics. We don't got no gameplay or release date for it. So I'm just saying.
Hellblade came out right after Horizon. 5 hours long.
Exactly. So, and it's only like 5 to 8 hours long.
West, Zero Dawn.
Huh?
And think about it.
I said not Forbidden West, Horizon Dawn.
Oh,
it came out like a couple months after that.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah. So
think about this. When they came out, when they showed this,
I don't think they have a budget for a game that looks like this to make it a lengthy one. A lot of Xbox games have been very, very short as of late, if I'm not mistaken. Like the Halo Infinite campaign was very short, from what I remember.
Hellblade is going.
I guarantee on that back end too. And when that bitch only sells 1.5 million copies, they're gonna be like funny.
And this was funny. They putting it straight to Game Pass. Like it's going straight to Game Pass. I don't think Microsoft has enough money to put any other major big AAA games in Game Pass because they have to pay Disney for the money that they're obviously gonna lose by putting it in the subscription. Disney just didn't agree to lose money on this investment by keeping it away from PlayStation. Nah. They would have had to pay Disney up front, including using the license and everything else, to keep it on, to put it on Game Pass day and date, knowing that they're gonna lose money. Because they're going to lose a lot of money on this being on Game Pass, definitely.
I wonder if they're just keeping up this brand just to lose money because at the end of the day, all the other divisions are making money.
Well, we had the statistics chart this week, and we saw that you're right about that. Like they're losing money on Xbox and some of the other stuff, and it's like they don't even look like they're gonna make any money on it anytime soon. If anything, they're losing more money year by year than it exists. It's a black hole, a money pit.
It is, but the other divisions that are much bigger are making way more money, so it kind of takes away from this, which it makes me wonder: are they just waiting to just lose money? But
eventually you're gonna want to remove the cancer from your ass. You don't want to sit there and lose money.
I don't know the question. I don't know the answer to that, True Woody, but I do know that I think that it's like a casino and a gambler. I think that they believe eventually things will turn around. The question here is what will allow them to turn around? That's why I have that question up there. Do you think this can save Xbox?
Not this. No.
Because Xbox, if you talk to your local Xbox fan, and True Woody, you have a lot of them near you. If you talk to your local Xbox fan, they will say that this game is going to kill PlayStation and bring back the glory days of Xbox. And I don't see it. They didn't like Uncharted.
For every goddamn.
I know, right? They say that for every game.
These guys ain't right in the head.
They said that for Starfield. They said that for Hi-Fi Rush. They said it for
Halo Infinite.
Yeah. Gears of War 5. Hive Busters.
Let's be honest. After this here, the next one will be Fable. Fable's gonna bring. Oh God, Jesus Christ! You ever seen Groundhog's Day?
Fable,
I know, right?
Fable's gonna be the next game in the generation.
You ever seen Groundhog's Day?
Fable's gonna be the next game of the generation. No, you know what it is? Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be a game of the generation.
I think
that's what they're going to.
I think that by the time that shit comes out, mark my words,
it's going to be 2029 by then. 2030.
Yep, it will not go to Xbox exclusively because Xbox will be on its way out.
Xbox won't even be here.
Exactly, and it'll be multi-plat on a PlayStation platform. It is no fucking way in hell that Elder Scrolls is only going to be on Xbox. After how much money you know they lost on Starfield? No fucking way.
They lose.
They planned on selling 10 million on PlayStation alone. They only sold in total.
You know,
and they didn't sell a lot on PC, which was going to be the saving grace of that game. And I told True Woody I thought the PC fans were gonna show out for Starfield.
I'm not gonna lie.
I did too.
Spider-Man because the user base is so much higher, and it's a Bethesda game. It shit's way below Spider-Man, and it came out first.
Remember what I said though, Jay? I said that the PC modders are gonna shell out for it. And they turned around and said, "Fuck this shit."
Yeah, they said, "Fuck that shit, bro."
I'm like, damn. I'm like, damn. Your own mother said, "Fuck stuff." Yo, hey man, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yo, at the end of the day, change your engine.
Exactly.
Change your goddamn engine. Oh my goodness. Maybe either change your engine or just get developers who aren't lazy.
Insomniac posting a lot of Spider-Man shit these days. I don't know what that means. Hey, Nelson, you talking about that?
We do know what it means because they have a lot of stuff.
Nelson, you saw that video of Mortal Kombat where they had the dude looking like Wolverine, and then the other dude looked like Hulk.
Yeah, I also see Mr. Invincible.
Yeah, I know.
More than I needed to see.
But this is the thing, PC fans love their nude mods, bro. And me personally, I can't understand what's wrong with them.
That's still weird. That's very, very weird.
This is something they always do. They like it.
Oh,
we're almost out of here, guys. We got 12 fucking minutes, and then we're gonna be up out of here. This is a question that won't have a poll. It's a quick question because we got like 11 minutes. Is anybody actually playing the PALWORLDs? I know one person on my feed is playing it right now. I know he's a Twitch person and stuff, and again, you know, you got to stay on top of those trends. I was thinking about turning on the Xbox to try to jump on the trend to see how popular it is. So I might do that tomorrow after I get back from shopping with my sister. I said I might. I might end up just not doing that and just going on fucking Monster Hunter, or something else. So, did anybody take a look at it and say, "Yeah, I like this"?
I'm not interested in PALWORLD at all.
It's not my type of game. The only type of survival game I can play is Forest. Because it has an end. You know what I mean? It's one of those endless fucking games where you just spend more time and time for no particular reason. You just keep building until you're dead. You know what I mean? Or you quit playing. I don't know. It doesn't really have a point to it. At least if you play the Forest, like there's a means to an end. You know what I mean?
I get you. Look at. So one thing I'm noticing right now, first of all, is if it seems like if you're not a streamer that is known to cover that type of stuff, people may not watch you as much. You see what I'm saying? But they are definitely gonna watch that content more. But it's like if you haven't established yourself as a Pokemon or a PALWORLD streamer by now, people might not watch you that much. I'll do a test tomorrow. And I don't know how far I'm going to get in the game, but I do want to see if I can get one more achievement. But I want to do a test tomorrow. So I might do it, I might not, but it might be random. Okay, but I do want to do a test tomorrow and see if anybody can strike gold with viewership on that game, no matter who they are. I'm just curious because I'm under the impression this is a game for PC weirdos, by PC weirdos, and those are the people that are making this game look very, very successful. And that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to stop anybody like that. I love my Pokemon types, don't get me wrong, but I know that some of the PC people supporting this game, they're pretty weird. Not everybody. Obviously it's a mix of weird PC dudes and then a lot of content creators that are jumping on the bandwagon. But I think I covered it at the second half of my Starfield video. I don't know if I got any real support for that, so I don't really know. But I do know that it's interesting to see more small independent developers strike gold. It's kind of like what happened with Baldur's Gate. And whether it's the type of game that I like or don't like, I think it's good for the industry that, we have, these smaller devs that are being successful, without selling out or whatever. Aside from the Game Pass contract they got, but, And that was just an early access contract. That wasn't like a full-fledged game that's, they got establishment or whatever. So, True Witty, you're not in on this? You don't like Palworld? Or the world of Pals? I'm asking, do you like it enough to buy it, play it? The fact that it's a survival game is interesting, but when you play this game on Xbox, you don't really get that feeling that you want to get because it's only limited to 4-player co-op. I heard on PC you can do 32 players online. 32
players, yeah.
So it's you don't really get the full feeling of what that game is
preview
about.
light version even.
Exactly.
They didn't get the full preview version.
And one of the reasons why they got that version is because the developer themselves know they don't like these games. So they was like, we're not going to spend all this money investing in servers for you guys. We already know you don't like this shit. But Microsoft, again, desperate for content, made a contract. That's what this is all about. But also, PlayStation already did an early access with a Pokemon game. It was called Temtem. You remember that? We got the game early. Now, we didn't get it on PlayStation Plus or anything early, but what we did get, we got that motherfucker early access, and you could pay like, what, $20, $30? And then if you brought the early access, you would have access to the full game at no additional charge. So that was pretty dope. And I remember it didn't have trophies. And then once the full game came out, after a while, they ended up adding trophy support. So, again, it's an interesting situation. Dez, what's going on? The only survival game I ever liked was Conan. Oh, Conan was good. Except for the fact that they kept the PC mods in there. And then once you access them, the game wasn't that fun anymore. Sadly, I was able to access that shit, and it just...
Bro, Conan is like an alright game.
Yeah.
It's just, my issue with the game is I looked it up to see. No 60 frames.
Oh,
I'm good.
Yeah.
It's not there's no 60 frames.
Cedric said it was a great show today. Thank you, man. We're on our way out in 5 minutes. If you have not hit the subscribe button, please hit that subscribe button so we can get a nice stream of shout-outs done by Streamlabs. And then you guys know what to do. Hit that like button. If you want to become a member, you can do so. We're going to try to get a goal of 100 members by the end of the year. I'm being modest and I'm being humble about this. I'm not going to force you guys to become a member, but once we get 100 members, I want to start some members-only content, but only when we get 100 members and not anytime sooner. But thank you guys for the support. Thank you for being here. It doesn't look like a lot of you guys were tore up that much about the bad news that I believe, in my personal opinion, was bad for me, since I love character customization of any type, whether it's armor or it's, seeing your character. I think I'm still going to have a shitload of fun with this game because you are changing different armors and stuff in the first game, and it was enough to keep me hooked on. And this time you'll really be able to see a bigger difference in your character with more detail on the armors and stuff like that. And it's third person.
Kind of reminds me of Halo.
You say what?
I don't need to see Master Chief. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
kind of like that.
Yeah, you do.
And then when you did see him, you seen too much.
No, you saw the right amount.
Not on the TV show.
No, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Halo Infinite.
People like that mystery.
If I search Halo Infinite ODST, will I see something?
I don't think so. You'd have to
Halo Infinite ODST
Master
armor
or something.
Let me go see if they got the armor. Or is it modded? You think they modded it? Oh man, I don't know.
I was talking about the TV show.
No. Fuck that show. Goobity goop. Let me go see if they modded it.
Wait, so what were you
Master
saying?
ass.
You know what? I never realized how much of an upgrade Wawa's got. I respect that. Like I used to go to Wawa's when I was a kid, and it was never like that fancy. Now it's super fancy. Is this modded? Does anybody know? Somebody that none of y'all like Halo, so I don't know. I guess I could see the similarities in the armor, but not a lot. You know, because the armor over on Halo is really bulky. It's not like Helldivers, although they have more armor padding this time around than the first game, and it looks a little bit more like Halo. I don't know. I think this ODST armor is. I think this ODST armor is modded. This Halo Infinite campaign has working ODST drop pods. Nah, that's fake. I think people are modding it to be more like Halo ODST, but I don't think they are. Yeah. I don't think it is. I think it's modded. Cause wouldn't we have like heard a lot of noise? Yeah, this looks modded. Because I know when PC fans they're walking around a map by themselves, this is modded. Yeah. I mean I only see a little bit of a similarity. Only a small bit, but not a major bit. I mean maybe the drop pod things. I'm trying to do a little bit more research, but we literally only got less than a minute. I remember the Swag Lord has became a member. He's been a member for 10 months. Thank you, man.
Wait, Jay, you said something about Helldivers. It was a little disappointing with the.
They're not gonna. You're not gonna be able to create your character like a male or a female face. You'll have voices and stuff to make sure. I heard the female and the male voices in the trailers, but you won't be able to create your like character like via face and hair and shit because they're saying that every Helldiver that you do deploy is a different citizen. And they're saying that's the lore behind it, like the story behind it. So there's no reason to add that. I do believe that later on, when the game is super popular, they're going to add it anyway as just a quality of life feature. Okay. I think I kind of get the drop pod thing. I think I kind of understand why people were making that compare. Oh, okay. I see it now. But this is what's weird about it. Helldivers has been around for like 8 or 9 years. I never saw anybody make a comparison until like part 2. I get it though. Let me see how they drop into the earth. Halo used to literally be fun, back then. You could see how fun it was for Bungie to make this game.
I just went and played Reach with my buddy not long ago.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing Halo Infinite right now. And he's like, man, this world bland and boring. The missions suck. He's like, this is just not what it used to be. He's just got an Xbox. Well, you liked one of the comments me and him were playing last night. The Puerto Rican thing. And
I see what I'm seeing is people are trying to mod this game, like the new Halo into ODST, but they didn't receive any official ODST armor or anything. That's why you always like. You saw how much research I did before I even confirming that, because it's just like I know how much they like it, and it would have been a big boost of confidence for this game if they did get that, but they didn't get it. Yeah, they didn't get it. Okay, just was making sure. Well, guys, I'm about to go over on the round table. I want to thank you guys for watching the Sunday show. If you have not subscribed, you can subscribe now or at the end or after the show, because we are at the end. Thank you guys for being here. I will see you on Tuesday. I think this week we'll be also at 5 o'clock p.m. All of our stream will be in the evening because I work. And quite possibly there'll be like a stream tomorrow. If it's not Power World, it'll be something else. And if I do a late night stream, it'll probably be only like start around 5 or 6, maybe. And then it'll be like a game night because I haven't done one in a while. So thank you guys for being here.